Welcome to the Hexplorers. My name is Kyle Bryden, and I am the Dungeon Master to a group who call themselves the Wildcards. Now, we've been playing this homebrew game of mine for nearly 3 years in the world of Vesaria.
Friends and fiends, we are graced by our insatiable newcomers once more. 5 of you and your half-rot troll. A battle of wits and wills, pokes and prods from either side, and the constant roundabout talk of deals of Lily Soul and the fate of Valentine. You see a Goliath figure ahead of you. Half his face decaying away.
Vesaria is a realm divided. Its 4 provinces have closed off from one another. This division, spurned by past prejudices, has given room for outside forces to fester and spread unimpeded. As for our heroes, they've been brought together by fate and divine influence to become the champions needed to combat these forces, who call themselves the Revenant Vow. A cult of Asmodeus, king of the Nine. Through the vow, Asmodeus would have them unseal the gates of hell, unleashing its horrors upon the material plane before crossing the boundary himself. In doing so, he will enslave our heroes' home, obliterating the land and creating a 10th layer of hell, while growing exponentially in power himself. Our heroes have faced the Revenant Vow and the forces of hell many times, but despite their efforts, 2 of the 4 seals binding the gate shut have already been unleashed. We pick up now, late in this high-level campaign, and I'm recording it for the first time as we go digital in the midst of the coronavirus pandemic. But there's still many plots to foil and adventures to be had. So without further ado, welcome to Vesaria, and I give you the Wildcards.
Session 60 of the Wildcards. Last we left our heroes, you'd awoken within the Platinum Sanctuary after your first proper night's sleep in many, many nights. In the morning, you came to and had breakfast with your host, the Golden Dragonborn, Uth-Kadar. Here you heard his offer of sanctuary, of a path forward, and of a trial that would lead you to the long-lost relics of the Batesworn. In the immediate future, however, Uth-Kadar urged you forward to Hammerstock to seek an audience with Baldur Redmane within the Red Keep, the capital of Haverfell. With the threat of the Revenant Vow and the Harbinger of Famine's goal to end their line, Uth-Kadar believes they will come in secret and silently to kill the ailing king and his daughter. He hopes they have not infiltrated the keep already, but the Revenant Vow have been one step ahead thus far, and incredibly cunning in nature. With that, you utilize a teleportation circle provided to you to get into the outer city and found yourselves suddenly within Temple of Moradin, where you were subsequently ushered out by a huffy priest and into the streets beyond. With your goals of reaching the Red Keep, you made a direct line of travel to get there. On your way, you noticed within the bustling dwarven streets a trio of individuals who bore a familiar sigil, one of the Champions Guild. You engaged with these fellows and found they were headed to a Champions Guild house in the outer city known as Bedrock. With Elena at the head of your group, they invited you in and you made your way into Bedrock, welcomed by the guild masters of this training barracks, Frey Wilder and Rune Battleborn. While talking with them, you thought to get their assistance in seeking an audience with the Queen, and while you'd made a good impression upon the 2 here, Rune mentioned that they may not have enough sway to garner an audience with the Queen. In addition, he and Frey were to set out to Mithrin within a few hours to collect a few new recruits. What he did do for you, though, was provide you a letter to his father, Haldor Battleborn, that would aid you in your journey to the keep. With that, you set out and made your way to the inner city, under the Frostfeld Mountains. Here again, you made a beeline towards your goal, attempting to make your way to the Crown District, where the keep and where the inner city Champions Guild House resides. Took a while to get your bearings in the new city, but as many of you made it to the guild house with guard supervision, you found it empty and unfortunately provided no answer to your call. Even after waiting for more than 2 hours for a response, sadly nothing came. Slightly defeated, you returned to the Marquis District and found a place to stay for the evening at a bar known as the Pearl. Here you met a young dwarf named Gina Cragjaw, related to the infamous Torrin Cragjaw. In a short time, Hondo charmed the bar owner, while Alana and Valentine charmed her in a different way, and found out that Haldor has a penchant for gambling and fighting, and if he wasn't in the guild house or in the keep, there's a good chance he would be down in the lowest district, known as Forgeholm, at a bar and fight club called the Roundhouse. With haste, you made your way within the rounded building inside its smoky interior and took in the fresh scents of blood and sweat. As the fight was underway within the pit, you saw dwarves brawling with one another to the raucous cheers of those watching. The club is run by a young blonde dwarf named Lara, who Valentine has now made arrangements for the majority of your party to jump into a fight of your own in a few short minutes. And this is where we begin. So, with the fighting, the fight previous still going on in the fighting pit itself. That's what is that supposed to be?
Bandit game.
What are you guys doing as you wait?
Is there like a drink set up here? It's like a pit, right? But is any sort of beverage I can grab?
The central portion of like the bar, the majority of this bar is this sunken pit of just like sand and gravel base that's sunk about 10 feet down into the middle of this room, and this big circular bar, and around the entirety of the ring, except for a couple of spaces where you see some doors to get in and out of the building or off into some back rooms and stuff like that, there's basically a full wraparound bar around the entire exterior of this place. And the kind of the walkway around throughout this roundhouse is packed. It's very tightly compacted. There are a couple of like standing style tables that are kind of scattered in and amongst the round outer roundhouse ring. And but yeah, you see plenty of places to stop in and plenty of bartenders serving if you want to stop in and get a drink.
And we're in the crowd?
Yeah, you guys are kind of just in the crowd. So like Valentine essentially, he took it upon himself and got up ahead where you could see this kind of like raised platform, almost like in a gladiatorial arena where like the royalty would be sitting and overseeing the fight. And he met this dwarf named Lara, who apparently runs the place, and she began kind of shouting at people to get them ready for the next bout, which will be with yourselves.
I'm throwing stuff in the ring then. I'm throwing garbage.
Okay. There's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot, and as you do, like some people are booing you, but some people are joining in, like especially targeting some of like the fighters who are losing. A couple of these dwarves are getting kind of pelted now with little bits and pieces, and you don't have anything that's gonna hurt anybody. It's just trash.
Brave thing to do, Hondo, for a man who's about to step into the ring.
I'll walk back to the group and I'll be like, "Hey guys, come here. Here's the deal. Of course, your name is
Ned
Tugin. Sorry, Ted. If you transform into a bear and the rest of you three want to fight and they're totally down, we got good odds, so we can put money on that. We can clean up here. Be a good time if you're interested.
We need to find the reason we're here as well, as much as I'm happy for...
That's right.
Get some energy out. I'm going to start looking around. Is there any... well, we don't have really a description, right? We just know he's old and might be wearing some Champions Guild stuff.
That's as far as you know, yeah.
It's probably a dwarf. We know that.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll try to look around for someone who has a family resemblance, who's an old dwarf.
Okay. Make a
Just
perception check.
casually. Okay.
Yep.
Real casual.
Ooh, not very good. What's my perception again? 15.
That's not bad.
Not bad. That's not great.
15 is pretty good. It'll work for what you need here. So, you notice a couple of things. Firstly, you notice there are a lot of dwarves in here, but they're primarily a dwarven population here. But you do see a scatter of halflings, a couple of humans. But you see near this kind of rise, this like royal seating area, so to speak, where Valentine had talked to this Lara girl. You see her actually currently conversing with an elderly male dwarf, dark skin, bald, with this big but well-groomed gray beard that's kind of peppered with black. He's wearing this heavy pelt coat that has white fur and is clasped beneath this beard. A thick figure in muscle, and he does look old, but he looks like he could definitely hold his own for sure. And you see displayed proudly beneath kind of a heavy paunch a Champions Guild belt, as well as some kind of insignia around the pauldron area. You notice too, around him, he's kind of talking with this younger blonde dwarf that Valentine had talked to. There are two well-armored and currently kind of holding weapons that are kind of with him that look like a guard of sort that are with him. So kind of gives you an idea that he's someone of status amidst like a kind of a raucous lower class otherwise.
I'll just nudge Valentine. Found your target. Keep yourself busy while we're beating the shit out of each other.
Yeah, I'll go talk to that guy. I'm gonna
Okay.
get first. You want one before? I think we're up next if you guys want to loosen up.
The body's a
you
temple,
guys-
man. Don't need alcohol.
That works. You guys see the fighting pit currently coming to a close, but not quite done yet. But the crowd seems to have lost interest in the immediate fight, and they begin to kind of do the same. They begin to crowds and lines begin to form around the bar itself.
Remember, no
so yeah.
magic, guys, for the fight. No magic, just straight up fighting. I'm mostly saying that to you, Hondo. No weird shit.
There's nothing really Elena and I can do.
Is Hondo shadowboxing at this point? What's he up to?
I'm throwing stuff in the crowd.
Maybe
You've-
he's stop throwing.
You've run out of trash. There's not that much trash lying around.
I'm throwing people into the crowd now.
Oh my god.
Throw fighters in the
The
crowd.
smallest people I can find, and I'm just throwing them over.
You will absolutely get stabbed if you try. You get that inkling pretty quickly. Okay, so as you guys, Val, you get to head over to the bar and get whatever drink you're looking for. It's nothing expensive. At most, a gold for if you wanted to buy a round for a couple people. For yourself, a couple silver. While you're there, make a perception check as you're trying to kind of get an idea of what's going around the bar. While Allie, Hondo, Gord, and Mary, you see the Lara, the blonde dwarf who Valentine had talked to, begins trying to like wave you down and is trying to call you over to this kind of area she's set up at, trying to get your attention to come forward. Val, would you roll?
15.
15? Okay. As you're at the bar, you get your drink, and you're kind of looking around at the clientele. You notice Haldor, or who you assume is this Haldor, Battleborn figure as well, and he's kind of taken a seat away from this royal seating area and kind of moved around into the crowd. These two kind of guards are standing back a ways. They're relaxed in their guard, but they are still present. But you also notice a kind of a close connection between this Lara and Haldor. They seem very familiar. And you also notice amongst all of the other local denizen-looking figures, a strange figure kind of stands out in your crowd, a little bit more peculiar than the rest. If you'd like to describe yourself, Amanda.
Do I do it in character or no?
Yeah.
I won't because I'm not.
It's however you want to do it.
She is quite slim and very, very, very pale with long lavender hair, which sticks out right away amongst all of these dwarves. But there's something interesting about her, a certain sparkle, because her gear has these crystals on it, which catches the attention only for an aesthetic, but not for a magical purpose.
I have very bad women, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
We have
Where
stories.
is that person standing? Is she near them? Is she near Haldor?
Can you say that again? Sorry.
Where is she in relation to Haldor and them?
Lavender
Yeah.
or
Does
Lara?
she decide that?
I would say, Amanda, you're kind of posted up along the bar as well, just kind of keeping an eye, looking about. And
To hear, but not close enough to be involved.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Does Haldor have a drink in his hand? Does he look like he's a drinking dude?
Yeah, he's got a mug of ale. It looks like he just topped up a mug of ale. and is just settling in to see the fight. He's still close by Lara, because you notice now that you've got your drink and you notice this other figure in the bar. You turn back to your party and you can see they've been pulled forward, and you guys are all now crowding around this kind of area as Lara is talking to you. And you notice with your perception from before that Haldor is kind of he's trying to be casual about it, but he's craning his neck a bit and trying to see and like get an eye on the party, and just getting curious. Is like, all right, who are these people who just fucking showed up here?
Like trying to like for betting like are there people betting? Is it that kind of thing?
Oh yeah, you guys.
People are like trying to check us out to try to figure out who's gonna win.
Yeah, you guys have been walking past people who are looking you up and down, and even in the fight before, you saw plenty of money changing hands. Not a lot of money, but just a significant small portions of money all around. It doesn't look like this is a. The bet here is not like when you guys fought in the fighting pits in hell, where you were trying to make a profit. This is just like. Yeah, no, this is just casual one-on-one, like head-to-head kind of fun bets.
I'll walk towards them.
That's me. Okay. As you make your way over there, Lara has gotten the four of your attention, and they say, all right, let me give you the rules one more time. I was talking with your elven friend there, but you guys are going to be the ones in the fight here. So, first rule, no spell casting. Second rule, no nut shots. Third rule...
Oh, no.
Third rule... There's no killing. Someone goes down, they stay down, we'll get them up. You leave them alone. One of you, according to your friend, is apparently maybe a bear. That's cool.
That's
but do it before you're in the fight. That's all I got. Give me another... what is the penalty if I kill? Are you asking that, or are you just texting that?
I'm asking that.
Okay, well, ask it in character.
What if we do kill? You know, it's a passionate sport.
If you can't control yourself where you're not sure you're going to kill a man, you don't deserve to be in this fight. If you kill a man, you may not make it out of this building.
I like those odds, but I respect your rules.
Fair enough. All right, give me another a couple of seconds, but you guys can go on and get inside the pit here. There's a stairway down just past here. You guys can get yourself situated while I round up your combatants, and the four of you begin to make your way into the fighting pit.
Is there any other people we're fighting against around yet that we can see, or not yet?
You can see she's just trying to like call out for people, and you can see a couple of these dwarves are kind of looking around and saying, yeah, all right, what about you? Are you in? Are you in? And they start like slamming back a few beers and just kind of cracking knuckles and getting ready to go into a fight.
If there's enough time, I'll do know your enemy on as many as I can. But
yeah, you would have had time.
Okay.
I think you can only do it on like one person at a time, right?
It just takes a minute, so depends on how many minutes I have.
Okay, it depends if you wanted to start this from the beginning while you were doing your perception check, or if
No,
you're doing
like
it
now, and it's nothing urgent. It's just habit more than anything else.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can get one in for sure. So what's the deal again?
It's just higher, lower, equal to me. I'll just do AC and oh god, my HP's probably higher. AC and strength for like the most obvious person who's probably going to be fighting.
What is yours? AC is lower. What's your strength score?
Plus, my strength is an 8. I'm sorry, no, that's a save. Is an 8. It is 16.
You get the sense a lot are higher.
Yeah. Okay.
As you get into the ring, Lavender starts throwing things at Hondo.
Hondo, as you kind of get yourself into the ring, suddenly just this random thing, just trash. Nothing painful. You don't take any damage, but you're getting some comeuppance.
More! Give it to me.
The trash man.
I'm the trash.
Okay. You begin to see there are 3 of these other dwarves who are begin making their way through the same entrance down, and then a 4th runs in and joins. You can see these 4 guys are all Two are shirtless and just kind of like they're pretty muscular in nature. You can see they are a little intoxicated. They're all kind of banding about, just kind of like giving each other fist bumps, getting ready, cracking knuckles, stuff like that. And they're just kind of getting ready for the fight. As Val, what were you going to do on your way there? You're just going to check in the guy.
I wanted to kind of like get close to Haldor and what was her name? Lara,
yeah.
I want to just kind of get within earshot, maybe hear what they're talking about, just try and find a way in socially, like to talk to them too.
Okay. In that case, let's get everyone to roll initiative.
Yay!
Yeah.
So roll a d20.
What I'm going to have for Lavender and for Valentine, because you're not actually initiative into the fight, roll your d20 and add your charisma bonus instead of your dexterity initiative bonus.
Cool.
The rest of you...
Ooh.
Ooh, not great,
It's still
Kev.
pretty good though, Kev. Your initiative's ridiculous.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Okay.
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Yeah. We see ourselves. Oh. Solid 5. Oh, that's 11. So, in terms of the battle map you see here, your 4 combatants, you see 4 dwarves. They all look roughly, they're all male except for one, but they're all just they aren't wielding any weapons. You see some of them are kind of slipping on like brass knuckles, stuff like that. Like they seem like they're looking for more of a brawl. But there's no restriction against you guys, as far as you know, for using your weapons. The dice that are situated on the battlefield, you see are like kind of about 5 foot tall, kind of like not battlements, just like pieces of rock that will serve as cover. But you also see on some of them these jagged like points, these spikes kind of sticking out on certain sides that add another level of danger and of damage to the fighting arena. You guys can position yourselves however you see fit, or if you're cool with where you're sitting. Obviously, Gord, I was cool with you turning into a bear on your way in. Is that cool with you?
Yep, it's bear time, baby.
All right. Then you're the bear, Mary, Hondo, and Allie right there. I forgot to note in the last game, you guys have Fern and Keith are kind of situated outside.
Yeah, I figured they probably.
Okay.
Yeah, you guys have like you would like dock them at like a.
They're keeping each other company, just playing stall.
Yeah, no one's gonna hurt them. That's for sure. They're tough.
They've been
Okay. Okay, everybody ready?
Question. Did we ever get clarification on how this works?
I gave you all the rules.
The rules. Is it 4-on-4 or is it every man for himself?
I gave you all the rules.
It's 4-on-4.
Okay, cool. All right. Well,
You guys do however you like. I assume the 4-on-4.
That's what I thought.
However, if you start fighting each other, I'm not going to stop you.
When I made the bet, well, not bet, but when I set it up, I was like, I got a team. They'll take on
cool.
team.
Cool.
Yes, that is true.
It might change, but that's what it is right now.
Again, you can never trust Honda.
Honda's going to immediately try and get one of them on their side or just switch.
Yeah. He's going to try some bullshit. Okay, so initiatives. What do we got? Allie.
12.
12 for Allie. Hondo?
12.
Whoa, Honda.
Your initiative is higher, or your dexterity is definitely higher, Kev, so you're above Allie. Gord?
Don't do the screen share thing again. It'll be
Do I
too
use
much.
the bear's initiative or my own?
I would say you can use your own for when you rolled it. I would say like you used it and then rolled into the fight. That's cool.
Okay, I got 17 though.
Okay. Mary?
I also got a 17.
Your initiative would also be higher. So Mary here. Okay. For the 2 charisma peeps, what'd you guys roll?
21.
Ooh.
What did you roll? Remember, it was 7 plus that one.
Oh, yeah, 12.
Okay.
But I'm not in it.
You're in a different thing with me, where we're talking.
I'm just wanting to keep you guys in initiative for what you guys are doing outside of the fight, so you don't just sit there and watch. You guys can do some stuff yourselves.
I don't even know who that is, so just me.
Exactly. This is just you on your own,
I'm busy.
doing your thing. Okay. Top of the round, as Lara shouts out to the crowd, just saying, "All right, you fucks, we got another fight going on here. Wildcards versus the Brawlers," and she smashes this like big gong, and this huge ring rings out, and the crowd begins to kind of get animated again. As Mary, you're top of the initiative.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Okay.
So they were all lower, easier to hit than me, right? You said?
Yeah.
Or the one that I checked out, and they're probably stronger than me. All right. I am going to start things off easy, and oh shit, you just went a little blurry. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I am going to go up in that kind of one. Go towards the computer, because I know where that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, just 4 spaces. Yeah, just right there. And I am just going to look around at all of them and hold my action until someone is close enough for me to hit.
Okay.
I just want to see what they're made of first.
Yeah, you rush into combat, you draw your swords.
I just casually stride forward, pull out my swords, say to the team around us, all right, let's put on a show, guys. I think we need to have some people to impress, and I'll just wait until...
Okay, that's your turn. Gord, you're up.
I'm gonna run right into the face of the guy on the right, beside the red dice.
This guy?
Yeah, that guy.
Alright, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 100%, you're there.
And I'm gonna go for the bite, and then go for the claw.
Alright, make your attacks.
Imagine you just murder him right now.
You
yeah,
rush
let's
up
just
into
say
the
everything
face.
we're doing is non-lethal, everybody.
This is D20.
Yeah, D20 plus your attack roll.
16
Ooh, okay. That's your
Plus-
first attack.
plus 5.
Yeah,
Yep.
that hits. So D8 plus 4. And the second one, that one will also hit.
Sick.
So both your attacks hit. Roll some damage.
That D20.
So roll
No, so
D8, purple
it's a
one.
D8, and then a 2D6 for the other one.
So, yeah, why not? Oof, good roll.
Okay, so what did that come out to, sorry?
It was 21, I think, and then 4 for both of them, right?
It should be whatever you roll on the dice plus some damage, like some strength damage. So I think each of those should be plus 4, so plus 8, I think, on top of whatever you roll.
What'd you roll, Brock? 21?
He rolled
17.
17, I thought. Yeah.
So 17 and 8?
Yeah.
Dang, okay. That's a lot. So, as you rush up into the face of this first guy, they were kind of focused on Mary and on Hondo being right there and Allie, and somehow they didn't realize a bear was also in this fight, and you kind of startled this guy, and he kind of takes one foot back as you claw and you bite into him, and you're kind of bit into his forearm of his one arm as he's, oh, Jesus! And he starts going back to hammer onto you. But that's your action and your movement. Is there anything else you want to do, or is that the end of your turn?
That's all I'll do.
That takes us to Honda.
Oh, these guys rolled garbage initiative.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run to the guy right next to the red dice.
This guy?
Yeah.
Honda, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, like right in front of him?
Yep. And then
Okay.
I'm going to
Oh, wait. So you get a bonus, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so before I run, can I throw my dagger at him?
That's, well,
I will allow it as long as you're going to take your action to be your attack action.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yes, as long as it's part of the attack action, I'm cool with that. So as you rush into him, your bonus, you throw your dagger. Are you throwing which dagger?
My blink dagger.
Okay. Make your attack. As you rush in, let's say you're here as you throw the dagger.
Oh, D20?
Yep.
What you got, girl? 8 plus. You have a lot.
8 plus, what is it, to hit, I think it's, let me look it up.
Should be on your character sheet.
it's +8. I have his character sheet right here.
16.
That'll hit. Roll some damage. You do not get sneak attack on this, so just your straight D4.
Just 1d4?
I think for your blank dagger, it's just 1d4 plus your dexterity modifier, which is now 5.
Ooh.
Okay, so let's see, your d4 is 2.
2 plus 5.
And then what else?
So 7 against that, and then I think that's it for your first attack. Then you can make your second attack as you get up into him. As you rush up with your blank dagger, just throw it right into his his shoulder area, right between the clavicle. You begin to rush up with your second attack. What do you do?
I'm going to take Frostbite, I'm going to stab him in the other shoulder.
Okay, make your second attack.
14.
Mm-hmm.
That'll hit. That'll definitely hit. You do get sneak attack on this one because you're the only one within 5 feet of him. And you are a pirate. So, roll, I think, 6d6, or your sneak attack is 5d6, and your sword is 2d6. So 7d6.
Jesus.
Wow.
I think it's 5d6.
Let's double check that, but I think so.
I can look it up quick.
So 66, did you say?
Do 6 for sure, and then maybe you get another one.
What level is it?
29.
Level 10 pro.
I'm just opening his character
Yeah,
sheet
it's
on
5.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah.
Okay, roll another d6 there, Kev.
So 29 plus this next d6.
Yep.
41.
Got a boy.
Plus your dexterity. So plus 5.
Plus 5.
God,
So 36 damage on that guy.
it's a massacre.
36, and you did what was the first roll again, sorry? You did D4 and 5 was 7, right?
7, yeah.
So yeah, 40,
God.
what was that, 43 points of damage?
Yeah.
Where was this in the Carval fight there, Kev?
I was dead too often.
So yeah, as you rush up, just like the gong hits and you've already taken off, one dagger just thrown right into the guy's shoulder before he even had a chance to blink. You jam Frostbite into his shoulder, the frost damage kind of scattering across him, and he's just both arms that he was prepared to make strikes against are just suddenly just shattered, just in so much pain, and he's just right in his face, and they are very surprised. He is definitely bloodied at this point. You do have 5 feet of movement if you want to move any further, but you're right in kind of a good spot right now. That's up to you.
Yeah, I'm good, and I'm good there, and I'll just go like, ah!
Just right in his face, and he is already screaming back in your face, except in pain, and it's a little sad. This guy is taking a beating very, very quickly.
Hondo,
From
play
Hondo,
nice.
we go to Ellie.
Raleigh, it's you.
All right. So I just kind of turn to the guy in front, where the other red dice is.
This one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to him. And I'm just gonna kind of look at him and go, now this is a fight I've been waiting for! And then I'm going to take out my hammer.
Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna do one, really, I'm just gonna do a normal, Warhammer attack.
Yep.
But I'm not gonna kill him. I'm just gonna, see how
Yeah.
I can do with that, I guess. So I'll do an attack on that.
Okay. Draw your hammer.
Okay, so that's 13 to hit.
13 unfortunately does not hit.
Okay.
As you are the last in your crew to go, this guy, being the last in the line, was kind of prepared. And as you came down, he kind of just sidesteps and like swats it out of the way. But your second attack.
Okay. That would natural 20, so 30.
That'll hit. Yeah.
That'll hit. So.
Oh no.
Okay. I just need to do some calculations.
Yeah. So your first hammer strike. They definitely kind of move out of the way and kind of parry it with their own hands, moving it out of the way. And they look pretty cocky. They get this kind of wry grin on their face as you just bring an uppercut with this hammer, clipping them under the chin with how much fucking damage?
That's a 16.
Okay. Is that doubled already?
No, that was not doubled.
So double the dice.
Double the dice, yeah. So
And then
16
add
on the
your
dice,
modifier.
32 on the dice, plus your modifier.
Woo!
Your modifier on that
4.
Okay.
Well,
What did I-
your modifier should be more than that.
Yeah, your strength is 5.
5.
So it should be plus 5.
5. Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
What did I say? 37?
one. Yeah, I think that's
30.
it.
Holy crap.
Yeah. So as you clip this one under the chin, they just almost stumble back, just completely dazed. Hands kind of drop to the side, and she just kind of grabs his chin and clicks it back into place, and is getting and very dazed, brings the hands back up to continue the fight. But you can see, yeah, they're looking pretty hurt too. That's your action and most of your movement. Is there anything else you want to do as a bonus?
No, I just can I step back just a little bit?
Sure. You might get an attack of opportunity. Are you cool?
That's cool, yeah.
She has hit points for days.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And he is going to try and make a strike at you as you pull back. Just kind of dazed. He's going to make a strike, but I don't think it's going to hit. It's a 10 total.
Yep, no, that doesn't hit.
And he just wild haymaker with his eyes half closed. Unfortunately, does not hit. That'll be the end of your turn, and his reaction is now their turn, finally.
Yeah.
So this guy is going to step forward into you. This guy, this guy's already with Hondo, so he's going to stay there. He's going to stay with him, and she's going to try and rush up into Mary's face. Mary, you have your held action as they get close to you. If you want to go ahead and take your attacks.
No, I'll let her hit me first, and then I'll take the attacks. See how she does.
So each of them begin to rush in at you and make 2 unarmed strikes against you. Let's start with Gord. Here we go. So Gord against the bear does a 13 hit.
1 second. What am I looking for? Strength?
Your AC.
11.
Okay, so that hits, and the other one is a 19 total, so they both hit. So Bear Gord, so you're gonna take a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage, as just 2 full-on just brawler strikes against you, and they are going to try and get some health back real quick because you fucked them up.
Later.
So they heal up a bit. Against Hondo, 2 attacks. That is a natural 1 and a 21. So with 1 strike, you just cockily just slap it aside as the other one catches you under the jaw, and you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, Kev. And then as a bonus action, they're going to attempt to grapple you. As the second strike clips you under the jaw, they kind of hold their hand there and try to worm their arm up around your neck and try and just kind of hold you in a grapple. I need you to make an athletics or acrobatics check against their contested athletics check. So D20 plus your acrobatics or your athletics. Okay.
And that's acrobatics is 9.
So what's your total?
19.
I also rolled a 19.
So you win, I think, as the contest. I think the tie goes to you. That's like the DC you need to meet. So as he tries to like worm his arms up around to hold you, it's very strong, and you manage to kind of worm your way out of it. But like, because both of your daggers pierced his shoulders, he doesn't have like the proper grip strength to hold you in place. And you're getting, his blood is now like kind of pouring all down the side of your cheek.
Can I react to that?
Do you have any attack? Do you have a reaction if he makes an attack against you? Otherwise, I don't think so.
Oh, like not an attack react, just like a.
You can
like
say something.
I'm gonna laugh at him, and then I'm gonna cut my arm to show him how.
How much you don't care.
You're gonna take more damage.
Yeah, roll a d4 because you're gonna cut yourself with your dagger.
And don't forget to track. There's the health tracker on D&D
Oh
Beyond.
yeah,
too.
it's a 1.
Okay, you take 1 point of damage.
If anyone would like to ride me as a bear, I would definitely give you permission. Also,
that's a good call out to make. Mary, against you. 1 is a 15, 1 is a 20.
The 15 doesn't hit, and the 20 obviously does.
So, as you're holding your attack, it sucks, it's a 1. You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. As you are prepared for the first strike, you kind of let the second one get through your defenses, as you take 4 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
But you can take your held action if you'd like.
Sure. I will just twist the longsword around in my hand so that I have the non-sharp edge.
Yep.
And just kind of like swing across and try to get her in the kidneys, in the sides, just enough to knock the wind out of her. The first one, oh god, it's probably gonna hit. What's my new sword? Oh, it's a plus 11, so that is a 22.
Yeah, certainly hits.
Okay. So that is going to be 8, 9, 10, 14 points of normal damage plus 2 psychic, so 16.
Okay.
And then the second attack is a 17 to hit.
That hits too.
Okay. We're gonna make this one a tripping attack.
Ooh,
Actually,
okay.
Oh no, who's behind? Behind them is Alana, right?
I would this is kind of a weird one where like you held your action.
Okay, nope, that's fair.
I would say it's just straight attacks on that, unless you call something beforehand. That's cool.
Okay, nope, that's fine. And there's no sneak or anything on this. So it's 14 points of normal damage, 2 points of psychic.
Another 14 and 2, so another 16.
Another 16, and I'll just smile at her. Say, all right, you and me then. And that's it.
Okay.
Oliver, stop eating
yeah,
Condos.
you slash through, and she takes the damage like pretty well, but is starting to look pretty hurt too.
Okay.
Finally, against Allie, this one finally kind of shakes his head as balls as they try to like get their head back straight after you clocked them real good, but both whiffs as it rolls an 11 and a 12. Just like one haymaker over the top that you move out of the way of, and they go for a quick jab, but like misjudge the distance, and you barely have to move out of the way. They look like they're tough, they're fighters, but they're used to barroom brawls and less fighting dragons and liches and shit like you guys. So, top of the round, as you guys have been watching the fight go underway, Valentine, Lavender, and the crowd, they begin to cheer very raucously as you guys put a hurt to these guys. Everybody is kind of on their feet cheering. There's been a lot of oohs and ahs. And you can see Valentine, as you were trying to get an angle on Haldor and Lara. You can see Haldor leaning up to Lara and saying, "You see, that's a Champions Guild fighter right there." And as he's pointing out Alana and saying, "She knows what to do with that hammer."
and they're both just kind of joshing back and forth. And Lara is. I'm more interested in the blue one, honestly. He's a fascinating fighter.
No.
They both seem just kind of interested in the crew, and not at all surprised that they are, your team is running the show here. Lavender, you also notice Valentine, who you've recognized and picked out, and he begins to make an angle towards the crew here. Just a heads up.
Lavender picked up on me doing that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just a heads up.
Do I have time to do something quick?
Yeah, absolutely. You guys still have a turn.
So I'll move towards Haldor and Laura, and I'll be like, yeah, I'm the leader of the Wildcards over there. That one there, and I'll point at Brawley. I'll be like, she wields Stormcrag. She saved Torn Cragjaw from his abyssal torment. Just real casual, suave, like.
As you come up, Haldor, like he's mid sip of his drink, and he make a persuasion check, and he looks over his shoulder.
23.
23. He looks over his shoulder. At first, you see like the first kind of flash on his face is that of like annoyance, like someone is coming up and just like is getting in his face, and you can see both bodyguards begin to kind of move into like. Kind of not rustle you up, but kind of muscle you out of the space.
Mm-hmm.
And he puts a hand up and says, "Really, I would very much like to hear the story of that. This is your crew, right?
These are my people, yeah, my family, my friends, my
What do you call yourselves?
The Wildcards.
It's a good name.
They're a good bunch, except the blue one.
Ah, interesting. My niece Lara here has taken a shining to him. Let's see how he handles himself this next round. I'm curious.
Oh no.
He's gonna embarrass us. Let's watch.
Lavender, is there anything you're doing in this round?
Lavender uses message
Okay.
and whispers Valentine's ear. If you're the captain of the team, why are you not in the ring? Are you some kind of pimp or something?
Fuck said that.
Val, yeah, make an intelligence check.
He's not
Or
good.
actually, no, I lied. Make a deception check. I want to see if you can
Cocked.
Not look surprised.
not look super surprised and super weirded out.
I am good at this. 20.
Okay, yeah. You managed to keep your face in check, but in your head, you're losing your fucking shit. Who is this girl? Why is she in my head? Back to the fight, Mary. It's your
Can I
turn.
reply to that? Because it's a message?
Oh, yeah, you can.
Fuck, what do I say?
Well, you have a round.
Yeah,
If you want to think about it.
let's say
Sure.
yeah, you have until your round to think about it. That's true. I forgot message has, I always think it's sending that's the only one that has that, but you can reply to message too. Into the fight, Mary.
All right, I am going to take a step around her towards the computer. So I'm in that, yep, right like that. And then say, all right, let's see what you're made of then. And I'll hit her once.
Okay.
That is a 23.
It's
Let's make that one an attempted pushing attack, please.
okay.
A strength save.
It's pretty good. It is a 19.
Ooh, yeah, that'll do it. She still takes the
Yeah.
extra damage.
They're pretty hardy.
Right. Ooh, that was not excellent. 19 points of damage on the first one.
Okay. Starting to look pretty hurt.
All right. When I see she doesn't go down, I say, all right, a little sturdier than I thought, and I'll go take the second one.
Okay.
That is a 28 to hit. Yeah, she's been growling all day. Ooh, no, not so good on the next one for damage. It is 11 points of damage.
With that, your second strike cuts through.
I'll just bring the heel of the sword around, just conquering the side of the head.
Yeah, you bring it down as if to take a strike, but you kind of feint it,
and you clock her in the side of the head, and she falls unconscious. Mira, what are you growling at? Oh, there's someone walking their dog across the street. Is that it? Really? Being super weird.
Yeah, she is.
Pop, come on, pop. Lay down. Okay, sorry.
No worries. And then as a bonus action, I have a thing where I can like use my bonus action to look for like clues and stuff. I know that doesn't apply here, but could I use my bonus action to try to gauge that guy's opinion? Like see how he's, because I haven't seen how he's how invested he is in this fight. The guy Val's talking to.
Yep. Make your perception check.
That is a 23.
Yeah, as you bring this one down and you kind of look around the crowd, you watch as the crowd kind of cheers, and some of them are cheering a little less, seeing their hometown heroes kind of go down so quickly. But you can see Valentine is also now involved with this person, with this dwarf, and you can see that he is pretty interested in seeing the fight. He's entertained by a good fight, and this has been so far a good fight from your side.
Okay, under my breath, then I'll just say, all right, guys, we should probably be a little showier. Let's try to drag this out a bit. That's it.
Okay. It is now Gord's turn, or unless you're going to move anywhere.
I'll just take a step back.
Back.
Yeah, like that, just so I can see everybody.
Okay. Yeah, Gord, you're up.
I'm going to keep attacking the dude right in front of me.
Okay. Make your attacks.
Okay, 1 second. There we go.
Okay.
Does that count as the roll when you click it? Or you
Yep.
should click it again?
No, it goes through a roll. That counts. But you have 2 attacks, so that's 1 attack that hits for sure.
Okay. What's wrong so well there?
Oh shit.
Alright, both hit. Roll some damage.
So it's D8 and 2D6. Boom.
Ooh.
Boom.
Oof.
Dang, okay.
And then you add 4 twice on top of those.
So yeah, plus 8 brings it up to 24. Okay, he's still standing. He's still looking pretty good. As he healed himself up last time.
What does the bear say, Gord?
Sorry?
What does the bear say while he's doing this?
Like,
Perfect.
get on my back.
Gord, you maul into this guy who is like, he's got one hand kind of holding your jaws just like from attacking him, but as he's got both his hands focused on your face, you manage to claw up against like it's kind of his rib cage in his stomach of this like shirtless guy, and he's beginning to get pretty bloody. He's looking a little worse for wear now. Are you gonna move, or is that the end of your turn?
Nope, I was trying to keep in this guy's face because I don't like him very much.
Okay, good. Hondo, it's your turn.
I'm gonna move to the left, and that guy on the left.
This guy, the guy that Gord is fighting?
No, other side.
This guy.
Yeah.
You're gonna leave the guy you're in front of?
He's done. I'm like, yeah, you're done.
Are you gonna disengage?
Yeah.
Okay, so you bonus action, you disengage, and he goes, so take a strike, but you just so swiftly move out of the way. And you move, sidestep in front of Mary, slide over, and skid into a halt behind this guy, where you have advantage on your strikes as you are now flanking with Alana.
Who's next? You.
Hondo, play nice as he goes by.
I'm gonna use the Gambler's Blade, and I'm gonna go for his lungs.
Okay.
Hondo.
Okay, good. You have advantage on your attack. Go ahead.
All right.
With advantage?
You have advantage, yeah, so roll again. Take the higher. What's that total there?
So the Gambler's Blade is +9, so that's 16.
I think that's
16, 16 hits. Yeah, these guys are not, they're not heavily armored.
It's a 1d8 +5, it says.
That's right.
6 +5.
65 is 11. They're still standing, but they're looking pretty hurt. Oh, you get sneak attack on that because you have advantage.
So that's
5, 6.
So yeah, 5d6 on top of that. I'm pretty sure you're gonna knock this one out, but let's roll those dice anyway.
Don't murder him. Hold on.
Wow, shit.
Oh, terrible.
You still do it, but it's not as impressive. So yeah, as you go to bring this one down, are you trying to cut through?
I just go right through him.
Okay.
You're gonna murder this person?
Nah, he'll survive. He'll have a punctured lung. He's okay.
That's a murder.
He's good. He's good.
Yeah, but he'll be fine.
Don't murder him.
Like, just take a deep breath. You'll be fine.
He just says, "It's filling with blood."
Oh God.
So you carve through the one in front of Allie. Allie, you kind of get splattered with blood.
And then I taunt the crowd. I throw
Yeah.
some garbage that they threw at me back at them.
The crowd begins to boo you quite heavily. They're unimpressed with your act here. They begin to boo you as your unsportsmanlike conduct. You still have a bonus action if you want.
I walk over him to the next guy.
Bonus was used to disengage.
Oh, you're right. But
Damn.
you still have
I can
5,
move.
10, 15, 20. Yeah, you have 10 feet of movement.
I'll hop over him to the right, confront this guy in front.
This is
Elena.
Allie.
Oh, that's Allie?
I
Yeah.
fight her.
Oh, never
This
mind.
guy and this guy are left.
Okay, do I have enough to go back to the guy I originally was fighting?
You can get to like here and be like one
That's
space
good.
away. Okay.
That's good.
Classic Hondo.
As the crowd begins to boo Hondo, Allie, it is now your turn.
Okay.
Maybe just punch him real hard.
Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of go like, and then just punch him.
You're gonna
But
move over
not
to this
enough
guy
to
or this
kill
guy?
him.
This
The
guy's
guy that's-
down.
No, the guy that's closer, that's up.
This guy, okay.
Yeah.
So you begin walking and you kind of shrug at Mary as you walk your way by, and go ahead. So you're gonna just go for a punch.
Yeah, just a single punch. Yeah.
Okay, so roll a d20, add your strength and your proficiency.
Okay, so that is.
I think it's a +9. Your proficiency bonus is 4. Correct me if I'm wrong.
So I rolled a 15 plus.
Yeah, that
4.
hits. You're good.
Okay.
And add strength on this, Kyle?
So for you, it is 1 plus your strength, so it's 6 damage flat for just a straight punch.
Okay.
So with 1 punch, you hit this guy. You still have your second attack.
Hit him again.
Yeah, I'll do another one with the other hand.
Just as you stow your hammer, just 1 clock to the face. Second attack
I rolled 15 again.
Oh boy.
definitely hits. So another 6 points of damage. They are starting to look like they are about to fall over. They are on their last legs. Is there anything you want to do for a bonus action?
Yeah, so I'll kind of step back and be like, come on, hit me.
A little taunt? Okay. Make an intimidation check.
Okay.
Just for fun.
That is 16.
Ooh.
Okay, alright. They're on their last legs, but they just kind of, with their head down, blood pouring out of their, like, busted up lips, into this fucking gross now beard. They look up at you and just kind of, hi, alright. And it is now their turn. It is going to be these two turns. They are going to first, second wind,
Oh.
Yep.
get some health back. That's not bad. Ooh, that's better. Okay. So your taunt actually kind of helping them out a bit. Bringing
Because
him
they
back
needed
up.
it.
It is true. This guy comes back up to that, which is actually pretty good. Oh no, that guy used this already. Oh, so only him heals up. Then he is going to punch back at you. Ooh, that's pretty good. 2 16s. So a total of 24 to hit. No, 22 to hit. Sorry, but regardless, I still think that hits.
Yeah.
So both attacks. That's a total of 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
No.
And
Making
then
these difficult.
he is going to action surge and do it again.
Oh shit, he's going in.
Ooh.
So two punches just going right for the face. Third punch sends it towards your gut with a natural 20.
Ooh.
Love that time.
I did ask him for it.
You take another 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And then with the last hit, which is another natural 16, you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Wow.
And then,
What do you got?
as a bonus action, he is going to try and grapple you as well, just to finish it off.
Bring it.
Try and hold you in place. Make an athletics check for me, or athletics or acrobatics, but I think your athletics is probably your better bet.
Okay. 9.
That's the fourth 16 I've rolled in a matter of seconds.
That's a 17.
I rolled higher, actually. I rolled natural 16 plus 6.
Oh.
So, you, as this sudden just kind of flurry of punches comes at you, he manages to kind of catch you off guard and is kind of holding your arms up behind and kind of grappling you in place. You can't move, but you can still make attacks. You're just grappled in place. That's going to be the end of his turn. The guy against Brock, against Gord, he is going to take a hint from his fellow here and begin just pummeling the shit out of Gord. The first one is a 16, the second is only a 9, so one of those hits. Gord, you take 6 points of damage. And
I'm still standing.
He's going to action surge and do 2 more strikes as well. It's another 16. Jesus Christ. It's so
Yeah,
weird.
throw that dice out.
Does a 12 hit a bear?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, then 2 more hit.
Does it 12 hit a bear?
Ooh, max damage. Hell yeah. That is 14 points of bludgeoning damage to your bear form. As with these brass knuckles, he just kind of cracks his knuckles and just 1, 2, 3 right under the chin and 4 with one big left to try and clock you. Hits you one last time. But that's going to be the end of their turn.
How much damage after the stick? Sorry?
It was a 14.
Are you still a bear?
Yep. I got 4 health.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
Until bear damage, and then his form drops. We could just do it again.
Top of the round, Valentine Lavender and the crowd. The crowd seemed to have turned a bit on Hondo, not happy with his performance, but they are now kind of reinvigorated, as it seems like the rest of the crew is kind of letting some damage come through. It seems to try and make it a better fight. Haldor looks to Lara and to you, Valentine, and says, "It seems you are right. The blue one is kind of a dick." It also seems my Champions Guild member there is suffering some damage, but she also is dealing significant damage. I'm impressed by your crew, Valentine.
We appreciate that quite a lot. I must admit, I was hoping to seek audience with you. Gina mentioned you would be here.
Gina Craigjaw.
Yes, Brawley and I, the Champions Guild, we spoke with her previously. Brawley, as I mentioned, wields Stormcrag, and she was kind enough to say that when our journey is done, she'd be willing to return it to the Cragshaw family, but it's that journey that I wish to talk to you about, perhaps not here. And then
Perhaps.
under breath, I'll say, but I am too pretty to fight in this kind of thing. To the message reply.
Gotcha. I gotcha. Your deception check ahead from the last round was a 20, so easily enough you could cover that up before continuing on with Haldor. He says, well, let's make a deal then. If your brawly friend is truthful and you are telling the truth of having met with Gina and having returned or intending to return this powerful relic of our guild, I could see to a meet. However, I want to see what your friends really have to offer. They'll be finished this fight in a mere moment. How about we make this fight more interesting? Do you think they could handle?
I'm always interested in interesting things.
Well said.
And then I hate myself for that.
He says, a wager between you and I.
Sure.
I'll send in a champion of my own and a champion of the Roundhouse against your crew. If none of yours go down in the fight, this meeting will happen no matter what. If both of mine go down, I will pay you 200 gold and your meeting will go ahead tomorrow morning. Fair?
No gold. Deal's fair.
Fair enough.
What?
Oh my. The cat is over here eating every plant ever in existence, so both the animals are being real fun.
Great. Lavender, is there anything you're doing on your turn? And Val, is there anything you want to do further?
Over.
Can I make, not to speak over you, can I try and make a perception to see if anyone is looking at me to try and see who said that?
Sure.
It's kind of cocked. Hold on. That's not great. 17?
Okay. Lavender, make a deception check for me.
So roll that guy, and then add your deception.
Ooh. I rolled a 2, but my deception's 9, so 11.
Unfortunately, you're pretty good at hiding yourself, but you're so kind of intrigued with this group that you don't do it so well enough that Valentine can't spot you. And Val, you do manage to kind of get an idea of like the voice would fit that figure in this bar, and you managed to peg her out of the crew. Lav, also give me a perception check.
You roll perception.
Okay. 6 and then so 5. So
5?
Yeah.
Okay. You're pretty focused on Valentine and this encounter that's going on. You don't notice anything else. Back to the fight. Mary, what are you doing? Oh yeah, Lavender, if there is something you want to try and do.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Or
wait, I'm gonna clear
You can just move around too if you want.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. I have a drink. I'm like at the bar, like very close, and I like look at him, wink, take a sip, and then walk away.
Okay, I like it. Good enough. Mary.
Okay, I'm going to 5, 10, 15, 25, 30. Yeah, okay. I'm going to walk around the guy who has a Lana and just say, Lana, you're good here?
Yeah,
and then,
I think I'll get him.
Okay, and then just go, yeah, exactly. Go right there.
Yeah, you manage to skirt around without any attacks of opportunity, even though he's currently grappling away. With advantage.
Yeah. Does this box look like, is this one of the spiky ones on top, or could I like step up on it if I wanted to?
No, this would be, I mean, there are spikes on the side. The top is not spiky. It's just like broken like cement and brick. So you could get on top of it if you wanted to.
I don't really want to get on top of it. I'm just trying to make this look more interesting. So I was just going to kind of like put one foot up on it and kind of launch myself up so I can try to like come down on him as I'm attacking.
Yeah, you can do that. That's
okay.
without a check, no problem.
Okay,
Make your attacks at advantage.
The first one's only a 17.
That hits.
Okay. With sneak.
Yep.
And I may as well try to make this a tripping, like I'm trying to push him down on the ground.
Sure.
So a
Yes,
lot of
yes,
dice.
you can.
So Mary, while you're doing that, I'll just quickly on the earring be like, all right, we're raising the stakes. 2 more really good fighters are coming in. Let's make short work of this, folks. Hondo, try and be less worse.
Okay.
These guys are useless.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, you're do that. Magic earrings to be able to-
26 points of damage.
With that, you come down hard and just clock him in the back of the head. And as he's so focused on Gord, he doesn't even see you coming.
Oh, I didn't
And
even roll with advantage. It
You
wasn't
take,
20, I'm good.
you take him out pretty handily. There's only one combatant left on the field.
I mean, I still have another attack left. How rough was he looking? He healed himself a little bit, right?
The other one,
Yeah.
yeah, the one that's grappling Alana looks okay. Like, still looks like you could probably take him out.
Okay.
Just compared to some of the other ones, he does look a little hardier.
Okay. I'll let Alana deal with him. I'll
Okay.
just try to take a step more in towards the ring. Oh no, that's probably all my movement, isn't it?
That's 30, yeah.
Okay, well I have a bonus action. I'll just use my bonus action to kind of take a few more steps more towards the center of the ring, and just
Okay.
like glance around to see if I can see anyone else who these other combatants might be.
Okay.
That's it.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh. 15.
You notice, as Valentine whispers that into your ear, you notice Haldor look back at one of his 2 bodyguards, and they begin kind of conversing, and one of them, who looks like this stout, dark-skinned dwarf with this like multiple braided beard, in kind of like half scale armor, half open armor, where like his arms are unplated, but the rest of his body is pretty heavily armored, and he's got this big sword that's on his back. You notice he begins to kind of like nod and prepare himself, likely coming into a fight.
I'll just yeah, that's it. My turn.
Okay.
And again,
End of your turn. Beargord, the guy you were eating is now unconscious in front of you. This one is the only one left.
You could just hold an action too for something else to enter the ring.
or murder that guy, the bear.
How about we don't murder?
Gord, we
Can I
can
just like stand over top of his body so you can't even see him anymore?
Yeah, probably.
I'll just do that. I'm not gonna hurt him or anything, but you just can't see him anymore.
You're
Yeah,
not gonna
take a
stand up and
dump.
do a cool bear dance like the
You-
gift Scott sent?
You cover him and just kind of snarl and growl into the crowd.
Yep.
End of your turn?
bear performance check.
Yeah. Do you want to try and ingratiate the crowd to your group?
Yeah, I'll stand on my hind legs.
Yes.
We're talking a brown bear, so that's at least 11 feet.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna put my hands up like a bear and just do like, "Are you not entertained?" But that's
Go ahead
it.
and make a performance. Actually, bears don't have performance. Make a straight charisma roll
Yes.
for the bear.
Doesn't he use his own?
Is that a D20?
Yep.
Come on, baby. Come on. Yep. Okay.
Wow.
Plus.
Plus
Nice.
your charisma is a -2. But I would say that's still enough to empower the crowd to join your side in cheering. You've impressed them with your actions. I would say that they have kind of turned back towards your side. They're liking your group again. If that's the end of your turn, Hondo, is now your turn with one guy left.
I go right to him. This is the guy I'd originally beaten, right?
Yep, this is the first guy you fought and then walked away from.
Okay, I'm gonna headbutt him.
Okay. He's currently grappling Alana. So you do not have advantage necessarily because she is like incapacitated. But you can make your attack nonetheless.
Kyle, did you want those little rings? Not for this fight necessarily, but
That's okay. We'll just try and remember it for ourselves. That hits for sure.
What is the
just your
damage?
strength, right?
It's whatever you're
Strength
trying to do. If you're trying to headbutt him, it's your strength bonus plus it's 1 plus your strength bonus.
1 plus my strength, plus 3.
Yeah, so you deal 4 points of damage as you just crack your head into the back of his, which also cracks into the front of Allie's, as all of you are kind of now tangled and he's grappling around. So he actually looks dazed and he actually looks pretty rough, even after just that. But you have a bonus action if you want to try and make a strike.
I will stab him in the Achilles heel.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, make your bonus action attack.
Gord just got them to like us again.
Yep, that hits. So with no matter not even needing to roll damage, he had nothing left. As he's trying to hold Allie down, you slice down with your dagger after using your headbutt, and he just immediately lets go of Allie and starts grabbing at his ankle. It's not a killing blow; it's just a painful one, and the fight comes to a seeming end. Oh, get out of here! What are you doing?
Kitty tail.
Yeah. Comes to an end by Hondo's hand. The other two you can see are actually. Oh, jeez, I lost my dice. They are not conscious, but they are alive as well. Despite Hondo's attempts to fucking murder them, they're still alive. However, as your group finishes the combat and the last one falls, screaming, holding his Achilles, the crowd begins to begin to cheer, and with the performance put on, you seem to have made an impression. And Lara, you see as you guys begin to make your way towards your exit or to see what happens next, Lara steps up and shouts, "Friends of the Roundhouse, tonight we have a special occasion. Our friends, the Battleborns, have generously offered to enter in a champion of theirs to see if they can take a crack at these here Wildcards. And I think it's time to bring out an old favorite from our crew, a former champion of our own Roundhouse. Let's call out Bernie."
Oh no.
And the crowd goes into a hush of, "Oh shit, really? Oh my god, oh shit." And Valentine and Lavender, from within the crowd, you guys notice kind of a part in the sea of people, as from a corner across the bar from you, not quite where you guys are situated, from like this area over here, a part in this group, you see a shadowy, tall, massive figure step up and begin to make his way through the crowd. These heavy footfalls, and people begin to slowly clap and cheer, quietly at first, and then quickly throughout the rest of the room, as leaping up and over from the wall and down into this pit, this massive, shirtless and hairless Goliath, tattooed and heavily scarred, lands deftly with a cloud of like dust kind of settling around his bare feet as he lands in the center of this pit. He's kind of like looks up at you,
rolls his shoulders and begins to crack his knuckles one after another with this loud, almost deafening crack as the crowd has gotten so low. From the opposite side, jumping down into the pit, you see the dwarf that one of the guards, one of the Battleborn guards, or bodyguards, leaps down into the pit in his not full armor, but heavily armored nonetheless. He pulls a shield, and from his back draws a curved blade like longsword, a falchion. And with his shield out front, he kind of puts it samurai-like in front of the shield, having a low center of gravity, ready for an attack. And the two of them begin to fight as Lara rush into the fight, I should say, as Lara slams the gong once more, and everyone needs to roll initiative once more.
Ooh, okay.
Ever not.
You guys are fine outside of combat. You've maintained your position.
Let's do it. Do part of it.
Oh, man, that's so good. Can I message Val?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
What
know
do you
you
say?
guys just got here, but this guy is not ticklish, so don't even try it.
Who are you?
Kevin, what'd you roll?
21.
Oh, there he is. He back.
Allie.
18.
Yes.
Ooh, that's pretty good for you.
Yeah. I know, I never get the initiative.
Mary.
20.
Yes.
There we go. Gordo. Dun, 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 dun.
Seven.
So, as the gong rings out and you guys begin to prepare yourselves for battle, you can see these two are definitely more combative. They look more your style, where the fight before was almost a joke. You guys now can see two actual combatants, as the Goliath, with incredible speed. Who would he go for? Yeah, with incredible speed,
No.
gets up into Brawley's face.
No.
As he rushes out, both his hands, he kind of kicks down into the scene in Fallout when Henry Cavill cocks his fists.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he does that, and as he does, both hands light up with flame as he rushes forward, leaving streaks of fire behind him, and he jumps up and does a Superman punch down towards Brawley with his first strike.
I thought no magic.
You've got magic daggers? What do you want about it?
No, I thought you weren't allowed magic.
Maybe this isn't magic. This is just like.
There's no spells. This is going to be an 18 to hit, Allie.
Yep, that hits.
Okay, that's the first one. Second strike. Actually, no. Let's do the first strike. We'll keep that at roll. First strike comes down with a 13 points of bludgeoning damage. Some of that is fire damage, but you have no resistance. So 13 points of damage total as the first strike hits. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
Oh boy.
Oh no.
I'm under 100 now.
That's not good.
That is a 9 plus 17.
17 succeeds. You feel this first strike try to shake you through to your core as he moves in for a second strike, which is a 24. You're going to take. You take 12 points of bludgeoning damage and 2 points of fire for a total of 14 points.
Oof.
Okay.
And then he is going to spend a key point
Oof, monk. Cool.
to patient defense as he holds his position,
gets into a defensive kind of position. But after the first 2 strikes, immediately the crowd is on their feet, and he begins to kind of get low in his position. And as a Goliath, he stands 8-9 feet tall. So getting low is still massive compared to your tiny dwarf. But that is his first turn. It is now Hondo's turn.
Okay.
So you have this dwarf over here, and this is the Goliath.
I'm gonna take the dwarf.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw a dagger and I'm gonna run at him.
Okay. As you get within range, make your dagger attack. Yeah, that'll hit. Natural. Jesus, you rolled so many good rolls, Kev.
And I roll again.
So this is your weapon damage for your dagger. So a D4 plus your dexterity.
3.
Okay, so 3 plus 5, 8 points of damage. As your dagger manages to find a weak point through his defense of his shield and armor, you manage to strike true.
And then I'm gonna get right into his face. I'm going to. I think I'm gonna stab his kneecap
Okay. Make your second attack.
with my frostbite.
Okay.
Yo, what is Whisper, the most powerful sword you own?
That's true. Yeah, okay, I'll use that.
Okay, you're switching. You're gonna use
Whisper.
That's gonna miss, unfortunately. As you slide in, you caught him off guard with the throw. He gets low and blocks you with his shield for the second strike.
Okay, now I'm gonna move back to where I was originally.
So you went 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. You can get only 5 more feet back. But if that's cool with you, or are you gonna stay there?
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Stay here or there?
Where? No, back where you were. Yeah.
Okay. As you move out of his range, he's going to take a strike at you, swinging the falchion low.
I use.
That is a 18 to hit.
Nope. I'm a 19.
Dang, son.
Jesus, Hondo.
He swipes down, missing, unfortunately.
Plus, do I have Sentinel?
That's only if it hurts somebody else. Or
Yeah.
It's just so
Yeah.
cute, Allie. I can't handle it. So cute.
Thank you.
Okay, that unfortunately does miss, Kev. And no, Sentinel doesn't play in there. It is now Mary's turn.
All right. Oh shit. Allie has this guy. His hands are on fire. 5, 10, 30. I can't quite tell. Could I get to the guy by Hondo? I can't
5,
see
10,
from here.
15, 20, 25, 30.
No? Okay.
You'd be 5 feet short.
Okay, that's fine. I'm going to I'll flank with Alana.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's disadvantage, but now I have advantage, so it'd be straight.
Straight roll, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to first use my bonus action to use Insightful Fighting.
Okay.
So I need to make an insight against his deception. Okay. What is my insight again?
I rolled a natural 18 plus 0 is 18.
I also rolled a natural 18, but plus 9.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, you absolutely you can see through some of the monk training, and you've had experience in combating monks, and you know some of the tricks.
Okay. But I still don't get.
You don't get advantage.
And I don't get sneak because there's disadvantage, right?
That's right.
Okay, that's fine.
Point extra d6.
Yeah, I get 2 extra 2d6.
Yeah.
It's for later, I guess. I'll just attack him with my sword.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 28.
That hits. 28.
Okay.
Jesus.
I rolled a 17. It is. Do you need psychic separately or no?
Nope.
Okay.
You're good.
Sometimes it matters.
In this case, you're fine.
15 points of damage on the first one.
Okay.
Second attack. That is a 25 to hit.
Hit, yeah.
And I already used my bonus action, so this is the last one. Ooh, that was garbage. That's 12 points damage.
Okay. He's going to use his reaction to Stone's Endurance and try and reduce that. And he does so by 8.
Okay.
8? That's good.
Yeah, monks are... It's a good combination of monk Goliath.
These
So-
are bullshit, you know.
That, I believe, is the end of your turn.
That's it. That's all I can do.
And that's going to be the end of your turn. That takes us to Alana.
All right. So the guy that attacked me.
Mm-hmm. It's right in
he's
front of you.
still yeah, he's still holding.
Yep.
Okay.
What is that?
Can I? The other. Oh no, that's me. The other guy that's closer.
So
Can I try and attack him?
there's this guy who's the monk Goliath, and then there's this guy is the dwarf.
Okay. I'll go for the dwarf then, since I realize that the other guy is holding, and I won't be able to attack him.
Okay. You can get up into combat with him. He can't make a reaction against you, as he's already used his reaction. So you make your way over to the dwarf. You can see as you rush in, he can see he's in a disadvantageous position, but is trying to protect himself with a shield and everything. And he's getting low, prepared for an attack. But go ahead and make your strikes.
Okay. So I grab my hammer. My first attack is a 12 to hit.
Does not hit, unfortunately. Manages to move the shield. He's got good positioning. A very skilled fighter. Second attack.
That is a 25.
Yeah. That'll hit. That'll definitely hit.
So...
Okay. Good damage. As you manage to, your first attack goes a little low. He manages to parry with the shield. Second attack, you come up and you slam into the shield, and through the shield, you push back into him, causing him to kind of lose his footing and take some damage. That's your action and movement. Is there anything you want to do with a bonus?
Can I just kind of like take my hammer and hold it like that, almost like in a...
Like a parry, like...
Yeah. Like a stance? Okay. So I'll just kind of look at him and just hold it like that.
Try and emulate some kind of defensive maneuvers. I dig that. Okay, that is the end of your turn. At the end of your turn, it is now the Dwarven Fighter's turn. He actually is going to... You see, he takes a step forward between the two of you, and you see him kind of steel himself, and as he opens his eyes again, you can see this kind of glisten in his eyes as he does a thing that you don't know about.
Oh no,
Yes,
it landed. You didn't rage, did you?
No, I'm going to, though, and second wind as well.
Yeah.
And then he's going to take 2 attacks against Hondo and 1 against Allie.
Oof. Really sad.
First attack is a natural 20.
Ooh. No.
Hondo. You take... that is... Ooh, damn. You take 20 points of slashing damage as the first cut just carves through. Second attack, as he's kind of moving in this low movement with this shield and sword, just kind of stabbing out through the shield. Ooh, that's a natural 18. That one's going to hit too. For a total of 12 points of damage, Hondo.
Remember when Hondo cut himself?
You say 12 more?
12 more on top of that, so you took 32 points of damage.
Oof.
How are you looking?
Oh, I still got 74.
Oh God.
Still
Jesus.
74? Jeez.
He's in the triple digits club.
That's crazy. And then he spins with his falchion back towards Elena with a 18 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
Okay. And that one is going to be a total of 11 points of slashing damage. He did that. And then he is going to attempt to pivot away. Kevin, Hondo, you would get an attack of opportunity if you'd like to try.
Yeah.
This is where Sentinel comes in.
So I will use my frostbite to stab him in the, I'll say, right under the ribcage.
Oof, okay.
Where the stomach and ribs are.
Go ahead.
Let's see.
So he's still technically here.
10 plus 9.
That just hits.
Attaboy.
So he doesn't move. As he begins to pull back, roll your damage. As he begins to pull back, you manage to catch him off guard as he pulls away and slip through his defenses, and he actually stumbles and kind of holds his position.
So it's 2d6 plus 5.
Mm-hmm.
And that comes out to
14. Okay. He's still looking pretty tough. You see as you cut through there, you can see he didn't seem to take as much damage physically. He seemed like he was kind of preparing for some of that damage and managed to like mentally sidestep it as a little effect of his class. That is going to be the end of his turn. It is now Beargord.
Board.
I'm gonna attack the guy right in front of me.
Okay. Are you gonna just rush right into him?
Yep.
Okay.
Bear charge.
You have disadvantage on attacks as he is preparing himself for any kind of physical assault.
Yeah, that's fine.
So roll twice, take the lower.
D20.
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh.
Okay, that's your first attack. Unfortunately, it doesn't fly. You have a second attack, though. Get rid of those. Oof.
Jeez. Roll again, I guess, but it might not matter.
I don't think it's going to matter, unfortunately. Oh, wow.
Holy shit.
What luck Kevin is having. What luck Kevin is having with rolling online, you do not have. Unfortunately, as you charge forward, he manages to parry your snout away, and you almost collide with Mary. And then you claw out with your claws, and he just kind of leaps over them, prepared for those. That is going to be the end of your turn, unless you want to move any further.
No, okay.
Okay. Top of the round, Valentine and Lavender. Haldor looks to you and says, "Now we have a fight, my friend. This should be very good." Is there anything the two of you want to do on your turns?
Valentine on the other side of the bar looks down into the ring. She's very concerned.
Lavender.
Oh. Val and
it's very
Lav
similar.
are like so. It's literally opposite. Can I use a twin spell?
Sure.
I'm gonna use a twin spell on message.
Okay.
And I message down to Brawley and I say, "Yo, girl, I really love you. I'm your #1 fan. Just know that this guy has a bum knee. You should really take advantage of that." And then she also messages into Gordon and says, "Yo,
Or
bro,"
Hondo.
or Hondo, and she says, "Yo, bro, you're shit."
I'm like, what? What?
both of you, you're used to the spell message reaching into your minds as you guys utilize the message spell with your earrings against one another. But this voice is not one that you're accustomed to, nor the messaging into specifically Ahondo's ears.
Can I say
and-
one thing, Kyle? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry to interrupt. I said that to Allie in her native tongue.
In Dwarven?
Dwarven.
Okay,
Yeah.
you hear in Dwarvish, you hear that message to you. Is there anything else you want to do on your turn? That could be something that you've done like in between turns as you shoot that message out. Or are you good for this round?
Am I allowed to use telekinesis? I have really high stealth, so like if someone lunged in to like hit Brawley, I would like toss a little stone under his foot to make him stumble or something like that, even though it can't use magic.
If you want to try, absolutely. Like,
Okay, I'd like to
Like
try.
not on this turn, because I think message is an action.
yeah, I'm kind of loose with like what they're doing outside of
that's fair.
combat.
That's fair.
So, like, they're not really in a combat mode. So, like, any of the messages could have been at any point in time. If you want to cast telekinesis, I will actually like consider it will be starting now. Like going forward, you'd only be able to affect one thing per round.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, you gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay. While you go to cast, make a sleight of hand check to try and do it sneakily.
He has the stealth one too. Stealth.
If you wanna subtle spell it, that's something else you can do. You gotta spend the points is all.
Do you want to subtle spell? That way no one knows you did it.
Yeah, I'll subtle spell it, because
Okay. I don't know if that one is that one where you have to spend up to the number of the spell slot, or is it just once?
Go to features and traits.
It's not going to make a huge difference. I'm just curious. Keeping track of your sorcery points.
Subtle spell is when you cast a spell, you spend one sorcery point to cast it without any S or component.
Yeah, so just one. So one, you spent one sorcery point to twin that message, and you spent now another sorcery point to subtly cast telekinesis, which you now have kind of prepared. And essentially, what you're going to use, you'll use your reaction to cause a telekinesis effect within the fight if you want to try and do something.
Okay.
Okay. I also want you to make a perception check for me amidst all of this other stuff going on. And Val, is there anything you want to do?
I want to try and find that girl who said that to me.
Okay. Then you can also make a perception check.
So 17 for lab, but -1 is 16 for perception.
Okay.
16 perception and 20
I don't know what you're rolling that
plus
for.
stealth. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, no, this is stealth.
So it would be like 27.
Jesus.
I don't know if you can beat that, Scott.
Let's find out. 2?
That's a no. You're trying to find this figure in the crowd, and there's a lot of people in here. Haldor is trying to get your attention now. Like, you've kind of made a rapport with him, and he's trying to like focus you back into the fight. So like you're trying to fight through that while trying to show that you're still interested in him, but like also trying to find this weird girl. And Lavender, as you make your way through the bar, you're unfortunately you don't notice anything beyond the fight with only a 16, but some sneaky stuff happening. I like it.
I will tell Valdor and Laura, or sorry, Haldor. Yeah, I'll just make conversation. I'll be like, your men fight well, but I can tell the tide is turning. God, I'm getting infected by that accent.
Yeah, that's not your accent at all.
No, that was your hell accent.
Yeah.
I
I
totally
was just
that.
gonna say, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just be like, yeah, your men fight well. It's going pretty good, but I think it's gonna turn right here. Watch
Okay.
what the little one does. I'll point at Brawley.
Give me another persuasion check, just to see how well you're ingratiating yourself into the Battleborns.
Persuasion 26.
Dang. Okay, yeah. They're he's digging your company.
Cool.
Back into the combat. It is now the monk's turn. Top of his turn. He is going to spin on Mary and punch you. Yeah. Just straight up. Just gonna punch you. Unarmed strike number 1. That is a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
You take That sucks. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 fire damage for a total of 14. And I'm going to get you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Natural 14 plus 22.
Yeah, you succeed. You can feel he's trying to find your weak point as he's looking to fight you. Second attack, that is a 17.
Ooh, 18 is my AC.
Okay, he punches low, and you manage to sidestep, and he looks up at you, and like with a flurry of kicks, spins around and spins low and brings his heavy foot down onto you with a flurry of blows. That is a 21.
Yep.
This is going to be what is that? 13 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Holy shit.
Yeah, he's got a lot of cool shit.
That's not as great. 19.
19 succeeds.
Okay.
And with one final flurry of blows attack. Ooh, damn. Yeah, natural 18 plus 10. He is going to hit you. Hold on, roll damage. That sucks. You take 6 points of bludgeoning damage. And with this, the foot came down to try and kind of chop through, and then it kind of kicks out and hits you mid-stomach, and you get thrown 15 feet back.
Oh.
Mary,
You skid in the dirt.
you guys are embarrassing me out there.
But that is going to be the end of his turn. Actually, no, he's gonna move to kind of help his friend here.
Gord, attack of opportunity. Hit him.
Yeah.
I'm a cloud that mofo.
Okay, make your reaction.
Oof.
Not a good claw. That's okay.
God damn it.
Unfortunately, you just can't quite break through this tough Goliath skin, and he gets out of your range. That takes us from him to Hondo, as now you are surrounded on either side. Hondo, what do you do?
I'm going to move behind the red dice.
This dice?
Yeah.
Okay. 10, 15, 20. As
There,
you
yep.
move,
I'm still in range to hit him, right?
you would have to be basically on either side to hit him, because this is essentially like, think of this as like this tall, like it's like a 5-10 foot, or not 10 foot, but 5 feet high. But you can make your attack as you go to move. But as you go to move, they both make attacks against you because you moved out of their range, and that's what they do.
Well, okay. For the one guy, I'll stay in his range.
Okay, you're gonna stay in this range.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just like move me a bit more forward.
Here?
Other side.
Well, that's Atlanta.
There.
Yeah, this
That's
is
Atlanta.
the guy. This is
Oh, I
Atlanta.
can't even see that guy.
I
Oh.
know. I'm sorry. It's so hard.
Okay,
So,
yeah. So move me one over. Yeah, there.
that keeps you in his range. It moves out of his range, so he's gonna take an attack in.
Okay.
And he just throws a punch out, which is a 21 to hit.
Oof. That hits. I dodge it though.
You can use your reaction to uncanny dodge, which brings this down from a total of 8 to a total of 4.
Attaboy.
And you can continue your turn.
I'm going to pull out my dagger. I'm going to stab him in the shoulder blade, and then I'm going to pull out my frostbite and I'm going to stab him in the spine.
Okay. Make 2 attacks.
Okay. So first one is a 14
Nice.
plus,
Like 8 or 9, yeah. That hits.
and the second one is 10 plus 9.
Plus 9 hits.
Attaboy.
You will get sneak attack on this as Alana is adjacent.
Finish him, Hondo.
So I'm gonna use Whisper.
Okay.
So it's 1d4 plus 6 plus 1d4. So 2d4,
Plus-
I guess.
Plus your
Yep.
sneak.
Plus 5d6.
Plus 5d6.
5d6.
So 2d4 and 5d6.
Plus 6.
Plus 6.
Okay, total is 19.
Plus 6?
Plus 6 is 25.
That's pretty low.
That is pretty low.
A lot of one.
At least he's hitting.
That's still pretty good though.
So that was with Whisper.
53.
Yeah.
So that was your first dagger with Whisper. Yeah, you managed to get over the shield and you jab between plates into his shoulder. You get one good hit and you pull him in your direction to try and make your second attack. Go ahead.
That's 1d4 plus 5, is it? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. That's
1.
Fun.
So 6. That's still good. Doing damage. He looks like he takes some hurting. He looks like he is starting to get bloodied. This guy is he's a hardy fighter, but you guys have put the beat to him pretty fast. Is that the end of your turn, Hondo?
if I were to move, I have room to move, right?
Yeah, you've moved only like 10 feet because you were here.
So if I were to move to his other side, would that be possible?
To here?
Can I go any further?
Like, to where?
5,
Like-
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. That's as far as you can move.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
But yeah, you maintain his...
I love the image of Hondo running around him.
That's the end of Hondo's turn. Mary, you're up. Allie, you're on deck.
How far am I away from the monk? I lose squares too far.
You're 40 feet.
40. Ah, damn it, I didn't. Okay, I'll dash.
Okay.
Just rush.
And I'll take this with the swords out, and they'll just say, I can hit a lot too, and I'll take first attack. 21.
Yes.
With sneak, because he is marked.
Yep.
Get him.
Ooh, that's pretty good. That is 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 26 points. 26, 27. Sorry. 27.
Okay.
27 points of damage with Mage's Bane. The first attack. Second attack. A natural 19.
Yes.
We'll just make this normal. That is not as great. 13 points of damage.
Okay.
Action surge.
Okay.
2 more attacks. That is a 25.
That
Yeah.
hits.
Let's make this one a. He's not holding anything, right?
Nope.
Okay.
Make him drop his dick.
Oh my god.
I'm not gonna push him. Let's make this one a menacing attack.
Okay.
I'll
Wisdom save?
Wisdom save. Oof, max
Yeah.
damage. Nope,
That's
not
a
quite.
19,
Sorry,
unfortunately.
ooh, damn it. Okay, that's fine. 15 points of damage
Okay.
on that one, and one more attack. Ooh, that one probably doesn't hit. It's only a 16.
16 does not hit.
Okay.
But yeah, that was a lot of damage. In
I just
a short
snarl
amount
at
of
him as an attempt for the menacing attack, but
time. Yeah, that was a 55 points of damage.
55? Jesus.
That is the end of your turn.
that's all I can do.
All right, at the end of your turn, Allie, you're up.
Get him.
Okay.
Get him.
So now I'm mad. So I am going to rage.
Ooh,
A light.
Yeah.
a light effect. I dig it.
Yep. I'm gonna rage. I'm also going to Second wind after. Okay, I will take an attack. Can I specifically attack him in the bum knee?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go for my first attack.
Okay.
25.
That hits. Yeah, absolutely. You
Okay.
found a solid weak point in this lower section of his torso and his bum knee, and you take him out.
So let's do some math.
Always menacing when you just hear all of the dice roll.
So that's 17.
Okay.
Okay, and then second attack, 20 to hit.
Hits.
Sweet.
Yeah, just hits.
Okay. $14.
14 points of damage. Okay, he's starting to look pretty fucking rough. He's kind of bleeding from a lot of orifices, and yeah, he is definitely limping now on this bad leg.
Did you want a second wind, Brawley?
She already
She
raged.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's right.
Rage is a bonus, yeah.
Yeah.
But you are now you're now raging, so damage against you will not be quite as bad. Is that the end of your turn? Are you gonna stay there?
Yep, I'm gonna stay there.
Okay. It's now his turn. You see again, he kind of closes his eyes and steels himself a little bit, hoping to kind of prepare himself for the next bout. And again, is going to go 2 against Hondo and 1 against Allie. Falchion swings out. Natural 16 again, Jesus. 24 against Hondo. For 8 points of slashing damage. And a natural 20. Jesus
Ooh.
Christ. This guy doesn't like you, Kev.
R.I.P. Hondo.
And that comes out to 14 points of slashing damage.
Can I dodge it?
You've already used your reaction this round to dodge the monk fight, the monk hit earlier. So unfortunately, no. You take the full 14. But you're still standing. That's 2, and then the last hit against Allie. This one is a 20 to hit,
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
and you take 12 points halved to 6 points of damage.
Am I allowed to help in any way with that?
Sorry?
Am I allowed to help in any way with that telekinesis?
If you want to try and give him like disadvantage on a strike, you can try and hold his blade from hitting one of them, or you can hold it for. This will be close to the end of the round. So, if you want to try and hold that attack from hitting Allie,
Yeah.
okay.
Thank you.
I'm gonna give you disadvantage. So the last one did hit. Let's see if this hits. That would only have been a 16 to hit. Does that hit your AC, Allie?
Yeah, I'm 15.
Unfortunately, as you managed to hold the falchion back a bit, but he manages to still cut through a bit, and her form is hardy, but her armor not so, and manages to still deal some damage. But you managed to try, and that's what matters.
Thank you.
It is Gord's turn.
Board.
I'm gonna run straight and get in that guy's face.
I opened the chat somehow. Whoops. Which guy?
The right in front, like that Gord's staring at. Beside the dice.
The darker colored one, I think.
This guy?
Yeah.
Those
All
are
right.
fair sound effects.
You have advantage to attack this guy as you are flanking with Hondo, so go ahead and make your attacks.
Yeah.
This guy's on his last legs.
Yep, here it is, baby.
Is it with advantage?
You,
no.
you have advantage, yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, yeah, that hits.
Ooh.
So 29 to hit.
So roll damage on whatever one that is.
Your
To
first
your
one,
bite.
bite, 1d8.
+4.
8.
Okay. You bite in, and you can kind of feel that you're being held back from actually getting through to his like physical form. Something is kind of protecting him, and you manage to cut through a lot of it, but not into full flesh. As you go to make your second attack, your claws.
You know. Go.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah. You still have advantage. See if you
You
get
get
that
that
20.
crit.
That 20.
Not quite.
No, well, those are good. Fuck. So yeah, this definitely hits. So it's 2d6 plus 4.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One more.
Another one. Nice.
All right. 14. Oh, he's just hanging on.
He's waiting for Hondo. What do you want?
He's got just the sliver of health left as you manage to claw through and cut through his defenses. Barely hanging in there. It is. Is there anything else you want to do for your turn, Brock?
I want to switch my stance to be standing on only my 2 hind legs.
Yeah.
So
Will
I'm
it do
standing up
that?
fully like a person.
Oh.
Do
Yeah.
it.
You
I
did it.
also put on a red hat and a blue trench coat.
That you happen to find. You do have Mask of Many Faces. I'll allow you to formulate some clothes on your bear.
Yeah.
Okay. Top of the round, Valentine Lavender.
Sorry, I had to post a gif of Paddington. I'm just really entertained. I don't want to risk a spell.
It seems like things are coming towards an end. And Haldor is. You can notice. Actually, you know what? Give me an insight check.
That's a
Valentine. And Lavender, I'm gonna get you to give me one more perception check.
My insight is not great. That was 13.
Let's see. I actually didn't roll great either, so you can tell he's a little disappointed the fight didn't go on as long as he had hoped. But you can tell he's proud of his Champions Guild member being in this fight, and he is definitely interested more in your group, being coming out to chat with him, given the performance shown.
Excellent.
Okay.
Lavender perception.
Yep.
Mhm.
10.
Okay.
I'm not really trying to hide myself from him anymore, though.
No. Okay. So in that case, roll another stealth and perception check to see if you can spot the crew. So
He's
Lavender
not trying to
stealth.
hide.
Can I try and find her?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you're not trying to hide, you don't need to make a stealth.
And him being like, what the fuck?
Okay,
Yeah.
she's not going to be hiding anymore, I guess.
You still make a perception check, Scott.
Natural.
Just a.
Yay!
You manage to see across the bar, like say you're over in this area here. She is kind of over in this area here, kind of watching the crowd, kind of leaning over, looking into the fight. And you notice that's probably that face matches the voice I've been hearing. You spot your target.
I'll briefly excuse myself from Haldor and Laura. I'll be like, just one moment. Be right back. And I'll start walking in her direction.
Okay, as you go to leave, he says, "Come find me before you take off for the evening. I think we will have much to discuss tomorrow."
Of course, sir. Thank you.
And you make your way up. It's going to take you more than a round to get over there, so I'm going to go back to the fight.
Mhm.
As we start off with our monk, who turns on Maddie. And let's see what he is going to do. He is going to probably punch you.
Yep.
So here he goes with the punching. First punch. 24 to hit.
Yeah, it hit.
Gonna try and stunning strike. Make a con save.
Oh no. Ooh, I only rolled a 5, but I have Indomitable, so I'm gonna use that.
Okay.
Brand new. That's much better. That's a 16 plus 8.
Okay, you succeed. You manage to defend yourself, steel yourself against his attempt, and you take 11 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second strike. Ooh, that's not great. It's only a 15.
Nope.
Flurry of blows.
Yep.
Third strike. That's a 24.
Yep.
He's gonna try stunning strike one more time.
No. I don't want to be stunned. Oh shit! Off the table. Okay. 19.
There you
That
go.
succeeds. Yeah.
Okay.
You take 14 points of damage.
Fuck.
This guy's
And
kicking out of you.
his last attack.
Oh my god, monks.
Yeah.
Flurry of blows.
Monks
Oh yeah, that's a natural
broken.
18. 28 for a total of that was high. 18 points of damage.
Oof, god.
I'm below. I'm at 34.
Oof.
I went from 114 to 34 in 2 rounds.
And with this strike,
Oh, no.
he manages to roundhouse you with the second last hit. But with this one, it's more of a straight shot into like your jugular, and it kind of connects up with like an elbow to your temple, and it stuns you. Not stuns you, but it stuns you briefly that you cannot take reactions.
Oh, fuck it. Okay. He runs away, because of course he does. Little bitch.
Say that to my face.
Oh,
Yeah, he gets over
fuck
into
you.
that area at the
Use
end of his turn.
Dash again.
Okay, Hondo, you're up. You're flanking the dwarf guy who is literally like down on his knees.
Is the no murder roll still in?
Yes. Don't murder
Yeah.
these
As
people.
far as you know.
Do not murder them.
They're not playing. They're not playing to stun us. They're playing to kill us.
No,
No,
they're
that's
No,
not.
they're not.
not
They've
true.
been doing pretty big damage.
Yeah,
So
but
have you.
this guy likes us. Let us keep liking us. He just told Valentine he likes us.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out. I'm pulling out both Frostbite and Whisper,
Okay.
and I'm not gonna cut his head off, but I'm going to do deep slices on each of his shoulders, like that.
That's
Okay.
good.
Make your attack at advantage.
Remember, no murder.
Well, if it's a bad roll, my hand might slip and kill him.
Oh god.
Don't put that in the DM's head.
Karate.
So you have advantage. One more.
Yeah, you have advantage. That would still hit, I think. Yeah, you
That's
definitely
it.
hit. So he only has 4 hit points left.
So automatically.
You take him down, but how badly do you take him down?
Okay, what I'll do is I will use one sword, and I will stab him in the armpit, like
Okay.
up, and then I'll use the other sword to just like push him down, like get out of here, like get away.
Okay. He falls prone,
Thank God.
bleeding out, but not as bad as it could have been.
And then I point to the other guy and he'd be like, "Run."
That's pretty good. I
Make
like
an intimidation check.
Hondo, you're good at this shit. Come on, baby. 6 plus. What's your intimidation, pal?
It was not quite as intimidating as you'd hoped. I rolled
5.
a fairly high.
11.
I rolled fairly high to see if he could steal himself, and he is not overly concerned.
Is the crowd like Hondo now?
There's mixed signals. There's definitely mixed signals. Are you gonna
tracks.
move, or is that the end of your turn?
Let me move toward the head table, and I'll be like, "This is what you wanted."
Okay, that's where you would be. End of your turn, Mary. You're up.
Oh, fuck, he's more than 30 feet away, isn't he?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
Oh, fuck him. Okay, I guess I'll dash. How is he looking?
It looks pretty hurt.
Oh, so I don't really have much left. Okay. Oh shit! I can't even. Sorry, I'm just trying to think. Fuck! No, I can't. I can't do that because I need a second wind.
You can action dash.
Yeah, but how far is Atlanta? 7. Okay, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna action dash so that I'm on the opposite side of him so that Alana could get in there and get advantage.
Okay.
And I'm gonna second wind.
Okay.
And as I'm passing, I'm like, Brawly, you need to finish this, and I'll just get ready in behind him so that she can have advantage.
Okay.
And
Fill yourself up.
I'm second winding now. Oh, good.
At the end of your turn, it is now Allie's turn. You are 30 feet away from your enemy.
Get him.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna get him. First, I'm going to second wind because I'm at like 63.
Bonus action, yeah, D10 plus something.
What's your fighter level?
My fighter level, yeah. Okay. All right. And I'm going to attack him, but once again, I don't want to kill him.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
With advantage.
With advantage.
Okay. 8 and 19, so 29.
That hits.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the first attack is 23.
Oof. Okay. As you bring your hammer down, he wasn't fully prepared for such a powerful strike, and you managed to catch him in the jaw with it, and he buckles down to one knee.
Hit him again.
All right, and I'm gonna hit him one more time. So 4 and 19, so 29 again.
That'll hit. How do you want to finish him off?
Yeah.
Ah, sweet. So I'm just gonna kind of take my hammer and kind of hit it. Actually, no. I'm gonna take my hammer and instead of killing him, because I don't want to kill him, I just want to knock him out. I'm gonna take the end of it and I'm just gonna go, bonk, and just knock the end of his head, but not to kill him. Just to knock him out.
You kill him.
His skull implodes and is horrid. No. As you jab him in the temple, and the consciousness just fades as he falls with a heavy thud prone in the sand. The crowd erupts in cheers. As much as you have defeated the hometown crowd, you have made yourselves worthy opponents and have put on a pretty good show. As you guys are all kind of welcomed back up into the crowd.
I just walk by Alana and as much as Mary smiles, give her a smile and the bro-y pat on the shoulder.
Is she frowning? Is that a grimace? What's she doing?
Vague smoke.
Give me 2 seconds to reset camera. As your party leaves the fighting ring and returns to some pretty fairly raucous cheers and claps on the back, a few pieces of trash thrown at Hondo. You're served some drinks and some claps on the back as you return. But before the fight ended, Valentine, you were trying to locate this mysterious figure in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it. Make a perception check.
Another natural 20. That's pretty good.
Yeah. as the fight comes to an end, you manage to spot this lavender-haired individual, kind of still where she was, just watching over the fight, just kind of watching. And what do you do?
I'll walk up to her. I don't think we've met.
I don't think we have met, but I have seen you before.
I get that a lot. You must be a fan.
No, not exactly. Usually when people say they've seen you before, it's probably because you look like someone that they recognize. You are blonde and white, so a lot of people are like that. I've literally seen you before, you as a human. Not because I'm a fan, because I really like the small one.
Who, the bear?
No, not the bear. Not Fuzzy Wuzzy.
The blue guy?
Definitely not.
Ollie, you like her?
Yeah, Brawley, I like her. I like her a lot.
Yeah, well, I could introduce you if you want. Like, if you're a fan of ours, that's totally great.
I did not say I was a fan of ours, referring to you in the group. I was just saying Brawley as a whole.
Well, we could do a group autograph or something if you want merch. That's totally fine.
So why are you here?
Why are we here?
Yeah, why are you here?
You're asking a lot of questions.
And I'm looking for answers.
Okay, well, slow your roll. We came to talk to that guy over there, and I'll point at Haldor.
Hey.
Lavender slaps Valentine's hand out of the air. Don't you know that pointing is rude?
What the fuck are you doing?
Oh my god, not like that. You need to hang out in his village a little bit longer.
Look, we're new here, so we're maybe not used to your weird customs.
As you guys are having this chat, you are kind of suddenly broken up between the two of you as this halfling man just kind of pushes past and kind of rudely and looks back and just kind of flips you off and pushes through. And Lavender, you recognize this guy as part of a group that you are aware of in the city.
Lavender just waves and then looks at him and looks at Valentine and is like, this fucking guy, am I right? Hey, Ted.
That was kind of rude.
Gives like a nod and then just like keeps going on.
So, why did you burn that city to the ground?
Which city? It's been a couple cities.
I guess. I don't know. I was just thinking like, I really liked Rogue Point, but then for some reason you just made it into a bonfire. I was just watching and I don't know. I was like, well, who are these people? They are so chaotic.
That's true, and that was an accident, and we do not take full responsibility for what happened there.
An accident? Interesting.
Unintended consequences. What's your deal? You seem to know a lot, and this accent is definitely not from around here.
2 points if you can guess my name.
Purple.
That was actually kind of close. My name is Lavender.
Great. I like how you styled your hair like that. That's nice. Do you want to meet my friends? Like, look, here's Brawl. Here she comes.
Oh, hello.
The party all manages to make their way over to you guys.
Again.
Guys, this is Lavender. That's Hondo the Blue. That bear is Gord. That's Brawly.
No.
That's the land of Brawler. Mary, what's wrong with your face? You okay?
Fine. Who's this?
This is Lavender. Why is your lip twitched up?
Why? Or she's no longer smiling. Nothing. I'm fine. We won. Were you even watching? Never mind. Who are you? Why are you here? Val, did you talk to the guy?
Yeah, so we're gonna work our way back to him before we leave. He wants to have a meeting tomorrow morning, but he wanted to say something. I don't know who this girl is. She was a fan of mine or something and wanted to buy me a drink.
Alright.
First of all, why am I here? I was here before any of you were here.
She also knows about Rogue Point.
I mean,
lots of people know about Rogue Point. It's a city.
She knows we, fucked over Rogue Point.
I'm standing right here. You can talk to me like I am here.
God.
Wait, your voice. You sound so familiar.
Oh, hello. You did such a good job down there in the fighting ring.
That was you helping me. Hey, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much.
Are you kidding me? You totally could have done that without me. I was just trying to, I don't know, flatter you a little bit.
Great. Well, that's nice. So what are you doing here?
I think a lot of people are here, obviously, to watch the fight.
Yeah, I guess so. Were you entertained by my friend Hondo the Blue?
Oh yeah, the trash man.
Can I try to
Getting
see if
to that.
she's just being dodgy or if she's actually just here for the fight?
Sure, make an insight check.
That's a 26. No,
Okay.
wait. Yeah, 26.
So don't say which one you're gonna do, but roll a persuasion or deception. If you're trying to lie about why you're here, deception. If you're being truthful, if you're being truthful, you can just say you're being truthful as to why you're here. Or persuasion if you're trying to kind of slightly obscure the details, but you're still kind of truthful.
Okay, so just roll.
Yeah. What did you roll, Leah?
26.
Do you want to try and lie?
I mean, there's no big reason for me to lie, but I could just try to like slide by the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
It's
trying
up
to
you how
like
you wanna,
insight specifically
proceed
the
with
why
it.
are you here? Oh, there's a fight going on. Anyway, let's keep talking. Like trying to see whether or not you were actually trying to
Yeah.
actually just here for a fight.
You want to tell me you got?
I got a 5 plus 9, so 14.
You can tell that she's being elusive, but genuinely was just kind of here because she just kind of is around, and this happened to be an interesting place. But you think that there is a possibility she has other reasons for being here.
Let's be fair, we weren't here just to fight either. We have business to attend to.
I mean, don't we all have business to attend to? I'm just here by myself, and I've seen you all before, and I just find you all very interesting. What an interesting cast of characters.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean,
Where
Hondo,
are you from?
Where am I from?
That is the question I asked.
Enunciation is very key, my friend. This is something you will learn throughout the game, and it'll help you so much. Communication. El Salvatore is my home. Have you heard of it? El Salvatore?
Would I have heard of it? Kyle?
Make a
In my
history check.
travels?
Jeff. You actually very well could have. Give me a history check. Plus your history bonus.
Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Hondo.
History is 3. 11.
11. Okay. It's vaguely familiar. The name sounds very familiar. You feel like it's you feel like you've heard it somewhere in your travels, somewhere in the south, but where? It's a big place. So you're not 100%.
Can you spell that place name, please, for me purposes?
can you spell it?
ELSAEATOLL.
I have heard of this
Okay.
place. I might have been there in my travels. I might have been drunk and missed it.
Sounds on brand. Hondo, weren't you? I think you're late to catch up with Laura, or sorry, not Laura, to catch up with Gina.
I was on the fence about her.
Oh my God.
I'm sure she'll be waiting for me.
Oh, it's so flattering to be more interesting than a woman in waiting.
Yeah, so we're gonna go talk to that guy if you want to tag along. I don't know what your business is, but
I mean, I don't care. I didn't want to tag along, but I guess now that you've invited me, I will probably just.
it was very
Come
loose
with
invitation. If you don't want to, if you got other stuff.
I mean, I guess I might come with you. I will just walk beside this one. Points to Relly.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way back around to Haldor's table, where he and Lara are enjoying a drink, and you see the Goliath is sat with them as well as the other bodyguard who you guys took down pretty heavily. The two of them are being nursed back to health with bandages and with ale. As they're just kind of both into their cups, and both of them raise glasses to all of you as you come back. And Haldor says, "Welcome back, Wildcards. I believe you're called, as your friend Valentine has introduced me. A great fight and a commendation to one of my own guild there. I'm not sure I've caught your name, young miss." To Allie.
My name is Alana Brawlin. Call me Brawly, though.
Brawly, a fitting name, I believe. A pleasure to meet you, and thank you for upholding our heavy reputation in this guild.
Pleasure's all mine. It's the least I could do.
Your friend Valentine says you have a request for discussion. It is getting late, and my men are weary, and it looks like you're not so weary. However, I am an elderly dwarf, and perhaps such conversations would be better taking place in the morning.
That'd be excellent. Do you have a place in mind?
If you could come to the Champions Guild House in the Crown District, we will be there tomorrow morning. Breakfast and ale will be provided. Don't you worry.
In the Crown District?
Says, I think that's it for the fighting for tonight, and I think I will be turning in. I look forward to meeting you all again in the morning.
That sounds excellent. You boys put up a good fight.
But not
They both like feebly put up like thumbs up and just like kind of like sheepishly walk out.
I'll smack the like good game on a shoulder, reach up to the Goliath guy, like probably just like a little too hard.
Yeah.
But in a way that looks, sportsmanlike.
He accepts. He's pretty beefy. He's not too concerned about being hit, even playfully.
By a tiny human.
But he gives you a nod, and doesn't follow those guys out, but leaves the group and exits to a different place. What all are you guys doing?
Drink.
How late is it?
We're tired soon. We can drink back at the other place if you want to know.
Drink.
Don't you have a date?
She has nothing better to do. She'll be there when I get back.
She was really nice. She's the descendant of fucking Cragjaw.
Cragjaw.
Torn Cragjaw.
She'll be there.
Well,
Well,
if she beats you
or
up,
she'll
can you let me know? Because I'd like to be there
She's
to
gonna-
watch it happen.
What's that halfling up to that walked by us?
Make a perception check.
Okay, I
your
can't do
pockets.
this on this stupid sheet. 21? Yes. 21.
You just catch sight of him near the exit where he is kind of standing, talking in a dwarf, and it seems like the conversation gets heated for a moment, and in the moment you're watching, she kind of leans into him and whispers something into his ear, and he just kind of melts away from the confrontation, nods, pulls this hood of this black, he's wearing like this long black jacket, long for a halfling, it's not that long, but long for him. And he pulls a hood up over his shaggy brown hair and kind of scurries out the front door. And you see this female dwarf begin to make her way towards one of the doors on the far side, not to the exit, but like to a, you're not sure what it is, but it's a door on the interior side of the building.
I'll look at Lav and be like, who was that guy who just left?
Lavender says, just give me a minute. And then she, can I do a, sorry guys. Can I do, oh shoot. No. What's the one that I can like change myself?
Or
Can I-
disguise?
Can I do a disguise self to like the man with the cloak?
To turn into him?
Yeah, to like chase after the girl.
Sure. Yep. In a moment, just directly in front of you guys, Lavender's form just shifts.
Actually, I want to impress them, so yeah, true.
Yeah. Your form just suddenly shifts, and you see what looks like that halfling man now directly in front of you. Squat face, kind of scruffy beard, hood up of this cloak, and she kind of gives like a little wave and then scurries off through the crowd towards this woman. Make a dexterity check, just straight dexterity.
10.
It takes you a few seconds, just like as you're trying to fit between a busy crowd. Imagine like a very busy bar or club, and you're trying to just like get the fuck out of here, and you're pushing people, trying to get there pretty quickly. And as you make your way to the door, you quickly glance around and you open the door, and inside is just like a broom closet. It's, maybe 5 feet. There's a couple of shelves and brooms and mops and things, and no female dwarf.
She's gone?
Uh-huh.
Can I investigate the room?
Yes, sure. Make an investigation check.
I need to investigate the room.
Just like as possible.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to question, like, you don't have to say like, I want to use this ability. Say what you want to try, and I'll try and figure an ability that will work for you. But yeah, absolutely, make an investigation check.
Yeah, I'm like, how did this fish disappear?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So you were
Okay. Oof.
Oh, she's rolling low tonight.
5.
Plus 3. So 8.
Oh.
You take a few moments and you kind of just poke around, and it's such a small room. There's not much to really look over, and you're like looking in like the cracks in the floor. Like, is there a hatch or something? And it's just stone tile. Like, there's no lever. There's no kind of hidden switch on the wall. It's just a broom closet.
Okay. So.
It's weird though.
Come back to self.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be seen again and be approached by anyone to think that I'm that man. So I go over back to the Wildcards, and I'm like, I don't know, guys. She just disappeared in her room. That's it. It was crazy. You should have been there. Oh, so many good times we've had.
I'll lean over to Val. Where do you find all these weird women?
They find me. Hondo, do you want to check out that room? Or Mary? You guys are good at looking for shit. What are you chasing after that woman? Who was that guy?
Honestly, I was just curious. That guy... I don't know if I fully trust you yet that I could tell you, so you still have some things to prove. But definitely get your friends to check it out.
I don't know that I trust you to understand what you're trying to tell us here. What's going on? Why are you interested in us? Why were you in Rogue Point?
Okay, so I learned this from a book that to be vulnerable is to open up vulnerability in others.
That's true.
So
Hondo's like that.
Marie, I know you didn't tell me that. I already know because I've been watching you. But I am from El Salvador. You probably heard of it, but probably not because it's down in the south. And this place is off of the shores of Marrakesh. I had to wade my way through the waters of the Osmet Sea. So down. I had to wade my way through the waters of the Osmet Sea to escape this very bad place. El Salvador sounds like a magical, beautiful fairyland. It is not. It is full of criminals, and it was just me and my mom. Please never mention her again. That's what we call a pain buddy. And it's just me on my own. And I saw you bunch of misfits, and I don't know, I'm not trying to get emotional, but I basically just said, oh, those people look all weird together. I could probably fit in with them. I've seen you a couple times. I've seen you burn down that city, like I said before.
We did not. Let's get that covered. We weren't even there.
The best s'mores that night. It was crazy. And I also saw you in Arendelle. But then I got busy.
When did you see us in Arendelle?
Anyways, did that
No,
give you
go
the
back,
information?
go back.
I'm so sorry. I'm talking to my friend.
When did you?
Did that give you the information that you needed to maybe trust me a little bit more?
When did you see us in Arendelle?
I don't know. Just this one time. I don't know what I even wore yesterday.
Before or after the city was razed?
Was it before the fight or after the fight? You can ask Kyle if you don't know.
Well, I just told you so much, but it was after. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. Well, look, as an act of good faith, we will go investigate this broom closet, which you have such a hard time.
All right, yeah, I'll go look at the closet. And Mary just shakes her head because this is a lot of enthusiasm.
Okay.
We'll go try to look at the broom closet.
You make your way over to the broom closet and make an investigation check.
All right. What's my investigation?
Natural 1.
No, it was a. Oh my god, I can't do math today. 13 plus 9.
That's a 22. You look thoroughly for a couple of minutes through this broom closet and like checking the floor tiles, looking to see if secret hatches, hidden things in the wall. This is a broom closet.
It's a fucking broom closet.
But
So she didn't magic herself out of that room?
That's what I'm thinking. She could have magicked herself out. I don't know if you know how magic works, but there's certain things you can do with it.
Sorry.
Sorry?
What? I was trying to make a joke. Well, yes, I've heard of magic, and this is all that I know. So now I'm tired and would like to go to bed.
Okay. Well, if you want to tag along, you're welcome to. You can come to that meeting with Haldor if you want.
Why would we bring her to a meeting? What can you offer us?
My place, but I'll see you there tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
Right.
She seems fun.
She's a lot of personality.
You're really
I don't think I've ever heard someone say
That's
that many
just
words
what we need for our group.
in order.
We
for
are
that
down.
long.
Yep. Honda, what do you think of her?
I would like to know more about her mother.
That's a button on this evening. That's bad.
That's pretty good. You guys are heading back up to the Pearl then?
Yep.
Okay. As you guys make your way back up top, a little while later, it's pretty late into the evening, but it's difficult to tell time while you're inside this mountain, right? Like you're inside a mountain home, the cavern. There's no obvious starlight, moonlight, or sunlight. But given the time of day when you came down here, the time spent in this club, it's late in the evening. It's time for bed. You make your way back up to the Pearl. There are still people drinking at the bar, and it's not a rowdy crowd. It's a late in the evening crowd, and it looks like they are about to get kicked out of the bar by Gina, who's just kind of waiting by the bar. And as you guys enter, she gives you all a nod, a little wink at Hondo. And what are you guys doing? Are you guys just going to bed? Calling it an evening?
Go to bed. I want to go see this guy tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm gonna make a point of setting up like. Alana and I are probably sharing, I'd imagine.
Yeah, we are sharing.
Yeah. Okay. Are there windows in these rooms?
Yeah. There's a window that looks out into the main street.
Does it have a lock on it? I'm just trying to secure this room as best I could, and I don't trust anything here. I might try to rig up some literally just bottle on a string hanging from the door so that if it opens, if someone tries to sneak in, it'll shatter or make noise or something. She's just being overly cautious.
Yeah, give me just a thieves' tools check, essentially to reverse engineer a lock or a trap.
While she's doing that, can I open the door to their room to say goodnight?
Yeah, sure.
Jesus fuck, foul.
Night.
There's just a shattering of glass.
Let's put the door back.
There's
Gotta
now
lock it first next time.
Yeah, there's now shattered glass that will alert you to anybody stepping onto the shattered glass. That will serve as a trap.
Oh, great. All right, yeah, whatever.
You,
Let's go.
you got something.
Let's go sleep.
Okay.
I don't want to
Yeah.
sleep yet. I want to read my book.
Okay. How many hours are you gonna put? Like, we've been doing like the 4-hour, 6-hour split. Is
Did
that
you hear
cool?
Amanda said? Hold on, Amanda, say it again.
He's just still a bear, like reading.
Put on his little reading glasses.
He would still be a bear through the entire journey back and up into bed. Yeah, your bear form lasts for like 3 hours now.
But I mean, his book would be in his bag of holding, which doesn't exist.
I know. But he's got 2 wild shapes. How many hours are you gonna put into the book?
6.
6?
Yep.
Okay. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Got a D20.
D20 plus your con save.
How many hours is this book?
Like 80.
A lot.
12 plus something.
2.
2.
Yeah, you unfortunately suffer a point of exhaustion into the following day. So you can mark that on your character sheet actually if you want, or if you just I'll try and remember and you try and remember that you have 1 point of exhaustion, which is your disadvantage on all ability checks until you finish a long rest. So you're pretty tired. You didn't get a full night's sleep, as you guys won't have a meeting to get out to. But you managed to put a lot more time into your book. You are an extra 6 hours in. I don't have my notes directly in front of me as to how many you had before. I have it written somewhere. I think you're at like... I don't even think this is the right book. You are, I think, like 16 now hours, maybe 17. So you still got a ways to go, but you're getting there. But all of you managed to get through a long rest. Your full recharge, everything. You have spells are all back, full health, the whole 9. Except Gord now has a point of exhaustion. As the morning comes to, Hondo, actually, did you visit your lady love in the night?
I did, and I brought another woman.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no.
I'm gonna get you to give me a persuasion check with disadvantage to see if that is successful.
I thought Lab was
With
Try again
disadvantage?
and try and get lower.
So
Try and
14.
get lower.
Yeah, that was Gord Dunsworth. Worst.
Okay, so the you do not you have slim pickings that are let late into the evening to try and get another lady to come up to your room. There's another dwarf male who offers, but I don't think you take him up on said offer.
No.
But Gina will join you. And I'm gonna have to ask you to give me a con save as well.
Oh God, Kyle.
See if you get a point of exhaustion.
Oh.
Yeah, you get a point of exhaustion too.
You pirate twins, God.
It was a raucous night of fighting and sex for Hondo the Blue, and you have a point of exhaustion through the next day as well.
Where do you add point of exhaustion?
It's at the top right under conditions.
Oh, I see.
Essentially, you and Gord will have disadvantage on ability checks for 24 hours, or until you take a long rest. So the morning comes to the rest of you. Breakfast and whatever you want is served down in the bar. If you want to, for the group, you could probably spend a gold and get breakfast, or you could head directly to the Champions Guild. And as they had previously said, there would be breakfast there too.
Yeah, they said.
Alana and I are doing like our morning ritual of stretching and morning workout. I'll just ask, what do you think of this lavender chick?
I don't know. She seems really nice. I feel oddly enough really comfortable around her.
I mean, she
I
did
don't
seem
know.
did seem to be fond of you.
Yeah, and she helped me. She told me about that guy's kneecap.
I don't know. I think we just need We need to keep an eye on everyone here. I don't quite trust her reasoning for sticking around us, but I mean, even if she is something sinister, I guess keep your enemies closer, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think she definitely has a motive for something, but I don't think it's bad. I don't know. But yeah, we'll definitely have to keep our eyes on her for sure.
Yeah.
I would
I'm
like
feeling Hondo's gonna hit on her.
Oh, probably.
to try and open the door and step on the glass.
Okay.
Oh.
It's just this crunching sound, and your boots are now kind of embedded with glass.
Oh, right. I wonder whose fault that is.
What is this?
This is you. This is what happens when you open random doors in the middle of the night.
Just saying good morning. We're gonna go to breakfast.
All right. Here, watch. Oh no, Keith has hooves. He's good.
I'm gonna go get the boys.
Yeah.
I could hear Hondo all night. It was disgusting.
You gotta stop taking the room beside him, man.
It's not good.
You collect your party. You collect yourselves. You guys notice that both Gord and Hondo are pretty exhausted by the looks of them. Deep bags under the eyes. But
I assume they both had a threesome. Like that.
it's happened before. It could have happened.
Yeah, are there any random old ladies that we saw go to bed with them like last time?
There were no old ladies. There were a lot of dudes in the bar, and the one that you knew, the one lady that you knew Hondo was going to hook up with.
Yeah.
So you can make your own assumptions as you will. But you make your way out of the Pearl, and standing outside of the Pearl is a lavender-haired young lass, just waiting.
I had a great sleep.
Hey,
Hey guys!
what is this voice?
Hello everybody.
Oh,
We were gonna go get breakfast. Is that something you're into?
I need breakfast. I am drained.
I know.
Oh my god.
It's
Just kidding.
don't.
There is literally no fluid in my body.
oh God. Lavender, how long have you been in the city?
You saying the lab?
Yeah. Do you know this? How well do you know this place? We got lost last time.
I know this place very well, and I can suggest a great breakfast spot. And plus, you know what? They got a deal on their menu. I know you, in particular, are going to love Mary.
We're going to Champions Guild for breakfast. Remember they invited us?
Oh, that's true.
Do you know the way there to the Crown District?
I
You
do.
would. You would.
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay,
Because
Paul.
last time Hondo led us down this street 3 times. So
I think the mistake was letting him lead you.
yeah,
We
that's usually
felt
the
that way a
mistake.
lot.
Whoa, I asked people. I got us there.
In the end, that is true. So you guys begin to set off, recalling the path and letting Lavender kind of lead your way. I would like everyone to give me a perception check as you make your way.
Come on, baby. Come on. Wow, you're. So we gotta switch out your dice.
Damn, Kev, that's good.
We gotta switch your dice. Choose another d20. You have another d20 in there. Thing.
Yeah.
We have to
I got
dice
a 10
Wally's dice.
plus.
Maybe we still have the evil dice somewhere.
Yeah, but I can't just re-roll all these.
See which one's better. I'm gonna.
What was your total, Brock?
I can't find where perception is on this thing.
It's the really, really long list.
Yeah.
Are you on
it
a
should be
on a
your
tablet
main-
or a
Oh,
screen?
okay, I got it. I got 17.
17? Okay, Kev, what was your total? It was a fucking lot.
27.
Yep. Allie?
8.
Mary?
10.
Oh, wow, that's shit for you.
Yeah.
And you two down there?
29.
Ooh, a solid 4. Did you get 29?
Yeah. So it
Did
turns
you roll a
out.
natural 20?
Nope. I should be
What's-
adding 11 to perception, but I never have until I used
Oh.
this sheet. So I rolled an 18.
Wow.
Dang.
Like the minus.
Wow. Okay. So, Valentine and Hondo, the two of you, actually, and Gore, you rolled the 17, you said, right, Brock?
Yep.
Yeah. So the three of you, As you guys are making your way to the Crown District, it's like a half-hour walk from the Pearl. You'll be making your way around the ring of the Marquis District through these bars and streets and things. And you begin to see the kind of spiraling staircase that takes you up to the Crown District as you did the day previous. As you get within, a couple hundred feet of the stairs there, you can see a couple of cafes and shops and things that are around this area. This whole kind of area, this whole district is shops and cafes and bars and things like that. But what the three of you notice is sat outside at a table at like a corner cafe that is nearest the stairs leading up to the Crown District. The three of you see a halfling that you saw the night previous. His hood is down, this kind of shaggy brown hair and scruffy face you recognize from the night before. He's still wearing this kind of long leather jacket, and he's kind of shiftily sitting, looking like he's waiting for someone. And he's kind of sat at this table, and Valentine and Hondo, with your higher perception, you notice that on the table he's kind of got his hand placed on top of what looks like a loose sheaf of papers or parchments, and down beneath his chair he's kind of keeping his one foot on this crate, this kind of small crate that is like a crate that the tiny oranges, clementines, that they would come in that size and covered with like a burlap, a piece of burlap over top. You can see he's kind of keeping one foot close to that, just keeping that close by. As you guys begin, you're about maybe 150 feet from this.
I'll nudge Lavender and be like, "There's that guy from yesterday. What's his deal?"
Kyle, do I know anything about this guy?
So you know that this guy is one of the Daggers Guild that you've been made aware of. He's not the leader that you know of, but you know that he is like his second in command. Give me a history check.
Does he know anything about is he a part of the Willbreakers at all, or just Daggers?
Give me a history check, and we'll see how much you can recall.
19 plus 3.
Okay. So what you can recall about this guy, you remember kind of rolling back into your mind over the things that you were told before your journey here, and then your journey here and your time spent kind of studying and seeing what is happening within the city. You remember that this guy, this halfling's name is Murph. He is the second in command to Torque Hardskull of the Daggers. The Daggers being kind of a pretty loosely run thieves guild within the city, with a relatively small number within their ranks. You know that he is not one of the Willbreakers, and you know that the Willbreakers, they don't really enter the city. They keep to their tower that you know is out in the outer city. They try not to leave said tower, but you know that these guys have done business for them within the city as they're kind of bankrolling their whole operation.
Okay.
But you recognize this guy, and you know that he's high up within what small amount of organization there is to the Daggers.
Okay. Yeah, I know a little bit about this guy.
Mhm.
He is not a good man, but he's not a smart man either. You know, it usually goes hand in hand. Have you heard of, or does anything ring a bell like the Daggers?
I look at Hondo's daggers.
Actually, I want Mary to give me a history check.
History is not excellent. 15.
That's pretty good. As she says the Daggers, you can actually remember in your dealings with Evenfall, you recognize that name as a similar organization that Alexander and that Gray have tried to make deals with, and have tried to, in some cases, overturn, as their leadership is kind of not of the same caliber as theirs. And you have actually also heard, in passing with a 15, heard of the Willbreakers as associated with them as a kind of radical group of arcanists within Haverfell, within Hammerstock, but they never had any reason to deal with anything in Arendelle. So it was kind of in the back of your mind. But as all this is kind of coming up, you do recognize the names.
Daggers, they're a thieves guild. They're kind of a rinky-dink operation.
You're right. But they still operate here, and they have a lot of connections. This guy is their number 2.
What's his name?
It's just the silliest name ever. Murph. Oh, not anything at all. He sounds like a small, dinky dwarfy, which he is.
So should we
All
just send him
Well,
his
Are they actually trouble?
They're people by association of who they know. And they have been drinking. These guys
Who do
have
they know?
What was that, Hondo?
Let's confront them.
Well, why are we confronting them? We gotta meet this guy.
They
have
can be arranged later.
If someone, I mean, if you think this is enough to at least keep an eye on them. I mean, we don't all have to go. If someone's willing to stay behind, and I mean, even if bird board watch the situation. Doesn't someone still have an eagle glove, or is that not attuned?
At least traded to our good friend Hondo.
Not attuned though.
I can go invisible and just spy on this dude if we want. But...
Right. I feel like we might need you to talk to this guy though, and we do have an appointment.
I'll talk to him.
Well, okay. I mean, we haven't even officially invited you to the group, which is rather presumptuous.
If you're willing to help us out here, if you think that this is going to be a problem, we are a little nervous about something happening in this city. You know more about this group than I do, but if you think they might have a hand in something nefarious, no matter how large that hand is, this guy, how sketchy does this guy look, Kyle, if he's pointed out to us? Does he look nervous? Does he look...
Make an insight check.
I think it's about staring at someone.
That's a 5.
I'm rolling over here to see how long that this is happening before someone says, "What the fuck are 7 people just standing out in the middle of this area for?"
Hondo, tie your shoe.
Not from this distance, Hondo.
5. Oh no, but that's a 17.
You can tell he's looking shifty. He looks like he's waiting for someone or something. Like he's constantly looking around. His head is on a swivel. Every now and again, you see him kind of cock up and look up towards the stairs, and think he sees what he's looking for, and then kind of head back down and sip his drink and try and look casual, but kind of failing to.
So we could try and wait for whoever he's waiting for, or Lav could go up to him, or I could go up to him and just try and talk to him. What do you guys want to do?
I don't know that confronting him is going to work. I think watching might work best, but we have an appointment.
Could we kidnap him?
Well,
kidnap a man?
I can tell you from experience, kidnapping someone within a thieves guild is difficult and usually a terrible idea.
Isn't this Dorvern thing very strict about law? We had to register our weapons.
Not all
They're
mine.
pretty strict.
I really am hungry. I want to go see this.
At this point, I want everyone to make either deception or stealth to try and make yourselves look casual.
Oh!
It's either a 1 or a 20.
No, that's not great. I got 15.
Okay.
And I got 11.
But we rolled 2 and 3.
No, I got 12.
Okay. 15, 12. Kev, total?
What? 24.
Yeah, 23.
Yeah, you guys are good. Allie?
11.
Oof. Mary?
20.
Oh, this is tough.
You're balanced out. So, Mary with the high insight, you can tell that as this guy is looking around and kind of being super shifty, you see his eyes kind of drag over your group, and they linger for a moment. And you have a moment of oh shit, he spotted us, he's on it. And then he kind of looks back towards the stairs. And whether it was luck of the draw or you were convincing enough, he doesn't move or do anything. But what you do all notice is he's focused in on someone that begins to walk down these stairs from the upper district. And he looks over and he's kind of preparing the sheaf of papers and shifting, and he reaches down and picks up this crate and puts the papers on top of the crate and is kind of just sat at this table awaiting as this person you see walk towards him. She's an elderly female dwarf wearing black and white robes like that of a nun, and she just kind of walks up and it's kind of she like nods her head to him, and she seems very warm, and he calms as they're kind of conversing briefly, and he looks a little confused, especially Mary. You notice that he looks a little confused, but he hands across the documents and crate to this elderly nun figure, and she kind of bows her head again, and she begins making her way up into the Crown District once more, and this halfling figure, he immediately begins to take off in your direction, headed down the street on the opposite side of the street. What are you guys doing?
We're going up the stairs anyway, right?
I think we should follow the woman. What did you say, Mary?
I think we're going upstairs anyway, right?
Yeah. Can we follow in that direction?
Sure. You guys pass as the halfling kind of passes you guys. He gives another look as he goes past, and catches some of your eyes, and like there's a hint of recognition, but he just keeps going in his direction pretty speedily, and doesn't look back anymore. As you guys begin to head up the stairs following after this nun, how far back do you guys want to follow at, distance wise?
We can
you'd be like 200 feet as of right now.
We can split up it here too. Like if Honda, you want to trail her closer?
I get like right up.
Oh
like
God.
You're stealthy, Hondo, so you could get closer, not have her know.
like 10 feet.
Okay. You can be stealthy to a point, like in a tailing. Like you can't be like invisible. I mean, you could be invisible by a spell, but you can't be invisible in like broad daylight, so to speak, even in a cavern. But you can absolutely try and tail her from a closer distance with your stealth. Absolutely. So that's a plan?
Yes, for now.
Okay. Everyone makes stealth checks.
Hondo, hey, radio in anything weird. That's it.
You guys are going to be at further back. Kev, that's 10.
What do
plus
you
your
add?
stealth, which is a lot.
13, so 23.
Whew.
Okay.
24.
You guys, oh wow. You guys are quietly.
Okay.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, did you want us all to do stealth checks or
Yeah.
just
15.
Everyone, just to see how, like, you guys are at a further distance, so essentially the DC is lower for you guys because you're so far back. But Hondo's DC was higher, but he succeeded with a high stealth roll. I just want to make sure that none of you make an obvious glaring error, in which case the whole thing comes. But as you guys begin to follow, you watch Hondo kind of sprint ahead. And stealthily makes his way within close proximity. And as you guys crest the stairs, you see this figure, Hondo, because you're so close. This nun figure. She passes through the kind of gates into the Crown District, where you guys were before stopped by the Vanguard. And she gives them a nod. They nod back to her and kind of give a recognition, like a nod of recognition, and they let her pass through into the Crown. But as you make your way to the stairs, they rush forward and just say, hey, I see you've got weapons there. Let me see. And they ask for your token to show that you are your permit for having your weapons, and they kind of slow your process down a bit. But as you present your token, and they bug you for a second, and they're like asking, what are you doing up in this area? You shouldn't be up here.
I've been invited for breakfast.
Breakfast with who?
With the king, right?
No. Haldor. Right?
Yeah, Haldor.
The Battleborns. Do you have any proof of that? I can't just let you just walk into the Crown District with no proof.
Well, these scars, I won the battles yesterday. That's how he invited me.
Make a persuasion check. As the rest of your group has now kind of caught up, unfortunately, your speed ahead didn't get you through. Okay.
10.
Yeah, plus what?
Persuasion.
Yeah.
17.
Yeah, he says, all right, you must have been down in the Roundhouse. Actually, yeah, did you throw a bunch of trash at somebody? You're kind of an asshole, man.
What's trash to me may be treasures to others. I just give to them.
All right, well,
That's not bad.
you know what? There will be guards there anyways. The Battleborn's gonna handle themselves. You try and fuck anything up there, they'll just kill you. So you're on your own, and they let you pass. The rest of you, as you guys are caught up, they stop you all as well, asking for your permits for your weapons and stuff like that. But Hondo, give me another stealth check. See if you can stealthily catch up. Sorry, Val, go ahead.
I'll be like, hey, that woman who just passed through here, she dropped something. I just wanted to catch up with her. Do you know who she is?
Says, oh, Sister Agatha. Yeah, of course. Here, I can deliver it to her at the Soul Forge.
Oh, we're just heading that way anyways. We're going to Battleborn, so that's no problem.
The Soul Forge is not on the way to the Battleborns, but okay. I can deliver it to her.
It's fine. I would love to meet her.
Can I use friends and convince this guy that we're like besties and be like,
Okay.
dude, these are my bros?
Sure. As you cast friends on this guard, what do you say?
Oh, hello, my friend. It was so good seeing you last night. Didn't you love that fight?
He kind of shakes his head as you cast the spell over him and says, "Fight. Yeah, it was a good fight. Yeah. Sorry. I don't know why I'm bothering you guys today. You guys can just it's no problem. Yeah, you're just going to see Sister Agatha. Yeah, she's good. Yeah.
Thank you so much, my friend. It was so good seeing you again.
He's kind of just like shaking and scratching his head, like, oh, what the fuck is just going on?
Do they know that I cast friends?
In a minute, they will.
Or she means
like,
the wild.
Oh, these guys?
Yeah.
I would
I've
say
done that
Valentine
before.
and Gord would recognize the casting of friends for sure.
Okay.
Like the change in demeanor so quickly, and the touch, and like there would be if you subtly cast it, but they would still recognize the change and likely put together a spell was cast. At least Valentine and Gord. Mary and Allie probably not fully aware.
Wow, she's really popular.
We should move quick because that's gonna wear off soon.
Yeah, I'm pretty cheeky still.
What do you say?
I'm pretty cheeky still, and I look at them and I say, I told you I know people here.
And I like hurry them along. Let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hondo, what was your stealth?
When
It was quite.
31.
It was like 22 or something.
Yeah.
31.
You're pretty speedy, and you make your way to catch up to within 20 feet of this nun figure, and she's following the same path you went on before to go to the Battleborns, and then a few minutes down this road, this beautiful gilded road, she takes a left. Where you would have continued on to the Battleborns, and she begins to cross into this wider open space, this kind of open like circle with this massive like statue of this dwarven figure, and it's beautiful statue. It's made of gold, like all this beautiful like stonework around the base, and as she makes it around there, and you're following her still, she begins to cross this massive bridge that crosses from the city center itself across an open chasm towards the mountain wall on the far side, where you can see this kind of gate that you presume would lead towards the keep. Are you going to continue following?
Yep.
Okay.
Right to the end.
The rest of you make a perception check.
11.
Oh, you were so close to a natural 20. I got 18.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I got 1. She got a 2 minus 1, not a nat 1. That's so good.
Still.
Mary Alley Gord.
11.
16.
I got 14
It's
plus perception.
Yep.
7.
21.
Good boy.
So Gord, you're the only one who notices as you guys turn a corner, with Hondo being so far ahead of you. You guys turn a corner and Hondo is not there. This nun figure is no longer there in front of you, and you guys are headed down the road towards the Battleborns, but none of you see where either of them go. Except Gord, you catch just the tail end of Hondo scurrying off to the left, down another path that you guys haven't been down yet.
I'll follow him.
Okay.
You follow?
You guys are in a group, so Gord begins to take off down this other path as you reach this curve off to the left where this massive, beautiful statue is kind of in the middle of this open courtyard, and the base of which is like this beautiful crafted stone. And it begins to lead to this massive bridge over this chasm towards what looks like the gates to the Red Keep. Hondo, you can see now there's nowhere to like hide on this open bridge. But you can see Hondo about 100 feet ahead of you and about 30 feet behind this nun figure, headed halfway across this bridge towards the gates of this keep.
Are we within radio distance of each other?
Yeah, for sure.
Maybe we pull back here if she's going to the Red Keep. We're probably gonna get stopped anyways. Don't want to be too obvious. It's up to you, Hondo.
Oh, I'm gonna scale the wall and try and get in.
Oh no.
I know I can't. It's hard to illustrate, but like, so the bridge crosses this open chasm to like a mountain wall, just like a mountain wall, and there's a singular gate to let you in. There's no like climbing to the battlements. It's just into the mountain itself, which is heavily guarded. But you can try and catch up to this figure if you like. You're fast. Like you could easily outpace this person. You previously were just trying to keep a distance.
Should I just catch up to her? I radio. Should I just try to catch up to her and talk to her?
Just
It's up to you. To be honest, I just think you're probably gonna stab her if you catch up to her. So back.
No, she's okay. I'll. What do you want me to ask her?
just
I don't
give
want
her.
our faces really. I think you should come back.
Yeah, we know where she's going. We'll try to. We don't even know if she's dangerous.
You know her name too. So Hondo, look, you could do a B&E later, but let's just delay this.
Okay, so what I'll do is I'm gonna throw a dagger at the gate, like the mount, like just above the gate. But I'm gonna disappear.
It's out of your distance.
I'll get close
to
enough.
throw. Okay, if you can get close enough.
But no one will know where it came from because I'll have been.
That's the thing. You can't say
But they
no
will.
one will know where you came from and throw
It's
it at a wall.
It's an open gate or an open like bridge with nowhere to hide. It's just a bridge. It's an open bridge to a gate where you can see there are a bunch of guards outside on like battlements, like watching the front of this gate to a mountain wall.
Come back, baby.
I'll go in the earring and just be like, Hondo, if you want to go up to her, use Valentine's excuse. Pretend she dropped a gold, just get a look at her, and then come back. Just
Okay,
get a
I'll do
look
that.
at her.
I'll do
Make
that.
sure she's not an illusion.
She's within about 60 feet of the front of the gate, but you can close the distance if you want to.
I will do that.
Try and
Okay.
touch her shoulder or something.
You guys watch as Hondo has been like slowly ambling along, breaks into a full sprint, and Hondo, you quickly catch up to this elderly dwarf woman who is wearing like the black and white full nun garb. And as you catch up to her, she's very wrinkled face, and you kind of startle her as you just suddenly appear beside her and just, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see where you came from. And she's like holding this crate with this like sheaf of parchment on top of it.
So I'm sorry. I'm just lost. Do you know where I am?
Well, yes. I mean, this is the bridge to the keep. And she says, I don't know how you could get lost. There's only 2 directions.
Oh, good. I am way off. Thank you, ma'am.
Where are you trying to get to?
I'm trying to get back home to the city.
That's that way.
Okay. I don't even know how I got here. Thank you. 1,000 blessings.
Of course. Are you in need of some assistance? Are you okay? Have you been hit in the head recently?
I feel like I might have been hit. I don't know why I'm here, but you have helped.
Touch her, Hondo, I say in the earring. Fucking touch her shoulder.
I touch her shoulder. And you're like, thank you.
You reach out and you grab hold of her shoulder, and she cradles the crate in one arm, and she reaches up and touches your hand and casts a spell on you, casts Lesser Restoration, just to see if she can help you. And you just feel this kind of wave of like warmth go through you, but as there's nothing wrong, nothing happens. She just thinks you're broken.
Wait, would Lesser Restoration fix his exhaustion?
No, it's greater.
Oh.
Well, you are the nicest person I've met here. Thank you so much.
She says, of course, may Moradin guide you. And she nods her head, and she begins she gives a wave and begins to walk back towards to the keep.
Okay. And then I head back.
Okay. She bids you farewell.
So tense watching this. Just like,
So we're all half cringing, and then he starts walking back. It's like, oh, he didn't. All right.
Don't jinx it. There's still time.
I think.
Yep. You managed to grab hold of a flesh and blood dwarf.
I felt good touching her. She left. That came out wrong.
It came out on brand. Let's be clear.
Let's get breakfast.
She blessed me.
That was weird. I'm glad it went okay. Let's get some breakfast.
Okay. Back to the main path. You re-find your way to the Champions Guild once more. And again, you find now without guard guidance, as you manage to convince your way through magical means for most of you. You make your way towards the guild house, and you are again in front of this massive longhouse style structure, and it's brighter than your last visit. It's upper levels. Through the windows of the upper levels, you can see warm firelight kind of lighting from the interior, and from 2 chimneys that rise out of the roof, you can see steady flows of smoke that rise into the mountain caverns above. As you approach the massive stone door and you knock heavily, you this time hear the sound of shuffling movement from inside. And in a moment, a portly dwarf stands in front of you as the door creaks inward, this heavy stone door. This thick dwarf, one hand holding a large pipe that is currently smoking, the tip of it kind of disappearing within this great bushy brown beard. The other, he holds an axe that is leaning against a thick pauldron on his shoulder. And he kind of squints out at you. It says, looks at you all kind of quickly glancing, catches Allie and your belt buckle. It says, new recruits can report to Bedrock in the outer city. And he begins to close the door once more.
Oh, sorry. We have a meeting with Haldor?
Right. Yeah, Haldor said he got a meeting this morning. Come in. Would you care for some ale or some roasted pork?
I think breakfast. You have some coffee.
Ale, roasted pork.
I'll have both.
Okay, come on in. And he leads you inside the warm interior of the longhouses. The fires are burning in several fireplaces. In the center of this long open structure, you can see there's a large pig crackling on a spit over an open flame. The thick timbered beams that sit atop natural stone and black iron candelabra aid the warm interior lighting. And as you enter through this entranceway, the building steps down into long seating fit with cushions and several long wooden tables. They're heavily laden with plates and cutlery, mugs, and several casks of ale. There you see no other figures visible within the longhouse, within this main entranceway and main portion of the room. But you see the doors that lead off into other rooms, and there is a large second floor loft that could contain any number of other members. But you see none right here. As he welcomes you all in, and he kind of gestures to seat yourselves around either the table or in this kind of open seating area around the main fire pit. He comes back with Hondo with a mug of ale, and he kind of gestures to the pig on the spit and says, "Help yourself to the pig, and let me see if Haldor is ready for you." And he makes his way up this flight of stone steps towards the balcony area, the loft that overhangs the second floor. A quick moment later, as he crests the stairs, he shouts out over the balcony and says, "All right, come on up. And you make your way up, cresting the stairs into an open loft where you see this large window that Valentine had attempted to see through the day before, which spills in brilliant light from the city beyond. The main eye catcher of this floor is a massive desk of heavy wood. Atop it, you see reams of parchment and maps that are splayed out along it with an assortment of mugs and daggers that are kind of just scattered haphazardly atop this tabletop. Again, there's a lowered, comfortable seating area where Haldor Battleborn gestures for you to sit from behind his massive desk. This room, there's room for everyone kind of around this kind of curved bench seating in this sunken sitting area, and there is another small fire pit which is kind of burned down to crackling embers. Along the walls, you see mounted heads of beasts and monsters, some of which you've only ever read of in books. There are obvious ones of bears, mountain lions, a snarling griffin. You see a white-furred creature with curled black horns that you don't instantly recognize. There's also a lizard-like, almost draconic-looking head with green scales that are smooth like a snake with glassy eyes. But also a face that looks almost humanoid, but massive and surrounded by a mane of fur and pointed quills. All these kind of lining the walls in different mounted plaques. Haldor himself gets up from the desk, and you can see him properly in proper light. A sturdy dwarf, bald head with a well-groomed gray beard that's peppered with black, dark skin, slightly wrinkling from age, but he does not appear slowed by said age. There's thick muscle that moves beneath fur-lined clothing and armored plate. He doesn't wear a full set of armor, but both shoulders bear pauldrons and bracers that cover his forearms, and he wears this chest piece of thinner scaled plate with a heavy belt of leather and a Champions Guild insignia, front and center, similar to Alanis. He says, "Welcome, friends. That was a hell of a fight last night. I trust you performed that admirably on a real battlefield."
Many times. Are we alone in this room right now?
It is your group, Haldor, and the dwarf who led you in the first place. He's kind of just like leaning against like the doorway with like drinking his ale.
I'll take
Lana,
a
you have something for him.
Yeah, I'll take a casual. Oh, does Brawley have that, or?
The letter? I thought
Yeah.
she did, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll take out the letter, and I'll just kind of say to him, "I have this for you."
He reaches a hand out and gives a nod as he recognizes the seal and says, you've been to Bedrock, and this is my son Rune's seal. One moment as I take a look." And he kind of flips it open and walks behind his desk and sits down and begins reading. And you can see it's not a very long letter. It takes a short moment for him to peruse it. And he looks up and says, "Well, in such a short time, you've made a very good impression on my family. My son seems to think highly of what you have to say, and that you have something of dire importance. I'm sorry for not having made this meeting quicker, given his proclivity to think this is so dangerous. I would very much like to hear it."
Might we have the room, if that's not inappropriate to ask?
Oh, you mean Radogar? He's trustworthy as any Champions Guild member. He is. If you can say it in front of me, you can say it in front of him.
Very well. Have you ever heard of the Revenant Vow?
I can't say that the name sounds familiar. I've heard of a Revenant, but never a Revenant Vow.
Do you know the legend of Dorsain's last declaration?
Aye, Dorsain is a historical figure of much evil renown, felled by some of our own, in fact. I assume you are familiar with the tale yourselves.
We are, and specifically his last words that one of his hand would end the red main line. Are you familiar with that?
I had not heard that side of the story, to be honest.
We have reason to believe that is true, that he did say that, did declare that, and more pressingly, that is quickly coming to fruition. We're worried about the king and queen.
Make a persuasion check.
Uh, 21.
Ooh.
He says, do you have any evidence to support this statement?
Seals have been broken. We have been to hell and the abyss, and that sounds like tall tales, but I'm sure you're familiar with the legend of Torin Cragjaw.
Of course, one of our own. He was lost many years ago. However, as you claim, you and your friends here have put him to rest and retrieved a relic of his.
And I'll look at Brawley and be like,
Yeah. And I just kind of pull it out and show him.
He puts a hand out to take it from you. And as you give it over to him, he's kind of lost in the moment as he kind of inspects the weapon and kind of looks over it and says, it's true then that you've done as you claim. That's a rare thing these days. This is a powerful weapon. And he hands it back to you, Allie. It says, wield it with honor in his name.
I will.
We don't have any specific evidence about an incoming threat on the king and queen's life. We have good faith, and we're hoping to, as with our time here, that we'll find said evidence. But what we need is when we find something out, we need somewhere to take it.
Aye. Make a persuasion check yourself, Mary.
especially Mary, get it.
My persuasion's not good. Where is it? I think it's just a +1. 13.
Okay. Aye, such claims, they're not thrown around lightly and should not be brought to the crown without proper evidence or cause. I find myself hard-pressed to put my name on the line. I've made good relations with the Redmanes. My family has served them well over many years. But I am honor-bound to protect them if there is a true plot hatching.
You know what happened in Arendelle? Valdora was there, and I know she left when there was an attack on the city. Multiple attacks.
I did hear of the Blackthorn incursion.
It was a little more than that.
How so?
The group... There was larger things at play, and the group that prodded that attack from Egoth, though he's a shithead in his own right, but he didn't do it of his own mind necessarily. It wasn't entirely his decision. He was pushed. And we believe the same group is pushing others, just as they pushed him.
That would be this Revenant Vow you speak of, yes?
It is, yes. And again, we understand none of this is to be taken lightly. Our presence here is not to be taken lightly either, in terms of we understand that no one is going to just welcome us in with open arms. And I understand you not wanting to put your name on something that doesn't have just cause as of yet, at least to your vision. What we're hoping for is a few things from you, if you're able. If there's a way you can help us at least get around the city a little easier, get the guards off our back, allow us to move freely and to complete an investigation. And then once we do have something, maybe you'll be willing to put your name behind it.
Make
Know
another
this.
persuasion check. Ooh. Hang on. Go ahead. Go ahead,
Know
Allie.
this. Our path led us here. Whether you believe in Warden or not, it did lead us here. Please put your trust in us and let us help you.
Mary, make your persuasion check with advantage.
I don't know, probably.
That was an 8. That was a 16, so 17.
Okay.
Yay, advantage.
He gives a nod to Elena and says, "We of the Champions Guild we're bound to serve, we're bound to protect. What you claim falls into both of those categories. I could not hold my head high nor bear this sigil if I did not try, and something befell our royalty. I can't bring you in front of... I can get an audience should we have proper evidence, and should we have proper claim. I'm hesitant to do so without it. I can, as you suggest, provide you with assistance around the city in an investigation and as you say, keeping the guards off your back. I can provide a symbol of my house to say I vouch for you, which should hopefully open some doors and keep the guards at bay. I caution you to not abuse this trust.
Everyone
I have faith in you.
I
We
look,
all
slowly
kinda
looks
look
at
at
Hondo
Hondo.
out of the corner of our eyes.
look at Lavender, like, well,
You're just like looking around at things I can probably take.
He says, I would like to know more, if you don't mind, where you came by this information. It seems you've been first-hand in much of it. Has it just been happenstance?
we've been put on a bit of a quest. We all seem to be chosen by certain deities, certain forces at play that are guiding us together, guiding us to protect this realm, Vesaria. What I would say is, we were told specifically that there are spies around, that the royals are in danger, that there are hidden forces at work. For instance, what do you know about Sister Agatha?
He says, I believe she's a sister of the church in the keep. What of her? I know she's a sister of Moradin.
Lav, tell him what we saw this morning.
Well, hello. My name is Lavender. Very nice to make your acquaintance. This is a beautiful place. Basically, today we saw that cutie little sister talking to someone that I know by the name of Murph. And though that sounds like a silly name, he is associated with some very bad people. So, I don't know. Just telling you things so you'll trust me.
He also gave her a weird package with stuff on it. He's from the Dagger Guild. Then she took that package towards the Red Keep. What's that about? She touched
That-
my friend?
In that, well, I can't help with the touching of your friend, but in the delivery of suspicious packaging, that I can potentially help with. And he steps behind his desk, and you see he kind of rifles through one of these drawers, and he pulls out a sheaf, a reef of parchment, slams it down the desk, and he begins scrawling on this, just writing something out on this piece of parchment, a short message which he lifts up, kind of blows on to dry the ink, and he says, "Thor Battleborn." And the parchment instantly just kind of whoosh, folds up into this bird, and like a paper origami bird, and flies down and out the stairwell.
Oh my god, it's Ministry of Magic shit. I love it.
He says, "My son Thor is of counsel to the queen on the inside of the keep. If there's anything suspicious in the delivery that this sister Agatha has delivered, I'll have him investigated. That at least could provide us with something if it is related."
Sounds great.
These suspicious figures that you're talking of, this Murph, what nefarious groups are they associated with?
Well, he is associated with the daggers. He is number 2 to Torko Tarnsko.
Yeah, fucking daggers. They're a very black mark on this society.
But they're kind of dumb, yeah?
Very, but resilient and have very deep pockets. It's difficult to root them out. Like cockroaches, every time you get close to squishing them, they scurry away.
We saw him. I don't know if I saw this. Did I see him talking to that dwarf yesterday, or was that just Lav?
You didn't see him talking to the dwarf, but you saw him at the club last night because he passed between you and Lav in that aggressive manner, but you didn't see him talking to a dwarf.
He was at the fight last night at the Roundhouse. Don't know if you spotted him there, but it's just weird we saw him twice. I didn't like that coincidence.
In fairness, we know it's pretty well known that the daggers situate themselves in the lower district. They must have a hideout or several stash houses in that area. It wouldn't surprise me to see him in that area, or any of their ilk.
Well, what I think is pressing here is, is there anything weird going on that you know about that kind of, when we're talking about this sinister stuff, there's something you're concerned about? Or 2, are you concerned about the Moonweaver Festival eclipse going on this weekend?
Make a persuasion check.
The last big party we went to did not end well. We're admittedly a little nervous around situations like this.
19.
Says, well, if you'd asked me that yesterday, I would have said no. It would have just been a festival of creation and of a joyous time in the city. However, given the idea that some rogue organization is looking to do harm to those people in the city, I see no reason why that wouldn't be a prime target. A lot of people out in the city, a lot of people drinking and not thinking clearly, especially our guards, not necessarily on their prime form in such events. If I was to make a coordinated strike of any kind, that would be the day I would attempt to attack.
That was my thought too. So, how many days away is that? I forget.
It is the 23rd of Zenharth today. I believe it is the end of the week. We are 6 days away.
Well, if there's nothing else you're aware of, perhaps we could use that voucher, that sigil that you would use to vouch for us, and we could just peruse around, see if we can find out anything else going on.
Are there any other larger organizations or threats that you know of? We're admittedly new to the city. Anything suspicious to look into?
If you're new to the city, the Daggers are a notorious gang. The Willbreakers are a source of another black spot on the city. These arcanists. I do not put faith in the arcane, and especially into these fools. They seek only to sow chaos and to profit off of others, and not of my kind. They operate in the outer city and have been notoriously connected to the Daggers. Otherwise, we live in a pretty lawful society. There is no reason to suspect anything else, anything out of the ordinary. However, with Thor on the inside of the keep, now aware that there might be something going on, if I find anything, I'll send you a note.
We're staying at the Pearl. I don't know where she stays. She said she has a house. Well, yeah, maybe we'll go a little, skullduggery. Maybe we'll infiltrate these thieves' guilds, see what they're all about. If there's something weird going on in the city, maybe they know.
Certainly.
If you hear of anything, we appreciate you keeping us up in the loop with. There seemed to be not a huge amount of traffic going in and out of that keep, but more than I would like.
That's fair. I think I have much to think on.
We appreciate your time.
I appreciate you coming to our house with this.
So do we get a stamp, or is it
He
Does it wash
heads,
off after like a few days? What?
he heads behind his desk and opens a different drawer on the other side and pulls out a handful of rings and flicks these small gold signet rings, similar to one you found in Carvel's dungeon that you've now given away.
Hondo wore instead of giving to Brawley?
I think you did end up giving it to Ali, but then that was the one that had, or not, that wasn't the one that had his name in. I think actually, Ali, you still have the Champions Guild one.
Yeah, that's the one that lets you cast something, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
the champion
Hondo
skill
took-
signet, yeah.
Hondo
Took
took
the
the
Dragon
ring,
Guard one.
the Dragon Guard one that was Kieran's ring.
That's right. He flicks these rings to all of you, and also to Ali, so you do have a second one. They're not the same type as the one you had before. They're more plain. They're a little simpler. He says, if you were to show any of the Vanguard or any guard that bears my house sigil, they should allow you passage.
Just adding it to my inventory. Thanks.
We can just go up to them and be like,
We have that club.
Yeah, just waving rings around.
Or signet. Thank you very much. I think we'll be leaving now.
If I come up with any further information, and when Thor gets back to me, I will let you know everything I know. Perhaps we keep an open line of communication. Here, I will provide you with this as well. And he hands you, also from one of his drawers, hands you a stone, alley. It is a familiar stone that you guys have had one of before, or actually you've had a pair before.
We had a pair, we sold them.
You receive one half of a sending stone that can send a message back and forth once a day.
Little walkie-talkie.
awesome.
Good times, guys.
Yeah.
It's like a long distance earring.
Yeah. So one free message that can be sent directly to Haldor Battleborn.
Awesome.
And he says, yes, please keep an open line of conversation, communication, and if you discover anything, and when I discover anything, we will keep each other abreast.
Thank you, friend. Much appreciated.
Of course, keep bearing our name proudly and wear that sigil proudly.
Till the day I die.
He says, Radagar will lead you out. Good day. And the other dwarf holds his mug up, takes a swig, and says, back down this way. And leads you back out into the Crown District. What are you guys doing?
Well, it was fun meeting you.
Lavender erupts into excitement and is yelling, but also just not like yelling angrily, but excitedly at Mary, being like, see, I told you I knew all that stuff about the Willbreakers and daggers, and I was like just telling her all the things that she just learned. And she's just like, no.
Okay. Well, that was fun. So, like...
That was so much fun.
Yeah. So, anyways, we're gonna be on our way, I guess.
We? Thank you for inviting me to go with you.
Look, you heard a lot of pull everyone close to get a little quiet. You heard a lot of things in there, and I'm gonna flat out. I don't entirely trust you, and I don't know. That's nothing to you. If you've heard our story, you understand we can't trust anyone right now. But what I'm hoping I can trust you with is to not spread what you heard in there around.
So am I going with you guys, or
Well, maybe
How much do you know about this dagger group? Do you know where we can find them?
interesting to ask someone how much they know about things, because they can know so much.
Yes, which is. Do you know where they are? Do you know where their hideout is? Where these stash houses are? Seems to be the only lead we have right now.
Do I know Kyle?
You don't know directly where anything is, but you have an idea that you've seen a lot of activity down in that lower district where you guys were in the area of the Roundhouse. It's in that district that they have some kind of same exactly what Haldor just said, essentially. And you would also know from your time here that they likely have a similar setup in the outer city. And that is also where the will breakers are set up, is in the outer city.
Okay.
Maybe we can have her come with us.
Yes, I know exactly where they are.
She knows where they are. We use her. She shows us. She's not that intimidating. Look at her. She's got.
We walked around this world with a bloody bear, a bloody owl bear.
Whoa. It is way too soon to bring up Ted in that kind of.
If we can carry around a bloody Ted, we certainly have room for one more member.
I miss Ted.
So badly, I want to polymorph into that owl bear.
Keith just kind of, because Keith is here as well, he just kind of lets out like a little because he misses his baby.
Oh.
All right, you show us. You're on the trial. You show us around, and then we'll just see where it goes. You seem okay for now. You're a little exuberant.
I walk over to Keith and I just start petting him, and I think it's gonna be okay. That was a tough thing we went through. He's like,
And he lets out like a.
This ginormous goat.
With his bell dingling.
Thanks for tuning in. Join us next time as the Wildcards peruse some magical items, investigate some nefarious figures, and play with fire in more ways than one. We're aiming to have a new episode up every week, so stay tuned. But until then, keep exploring.